WMIX and WMIXsports.com is powered by Community First Bank of the Heartland. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Mount Vernon Rams football is also presented in part by SSM Health, Ford Square of Mount Vernon, Red Lake College, Crossroads Community Hospital, Munkin Toyota Buick GMC, One Stop Flooring America, Schmidt Chevrolet Cadillac, Joe's Pizza and Pasta, State Farm Insurance Agent Tony Wilt, First Mid-Bank and Trust, Holtzauer Auto and Motorsports Group in Nashville, and also by the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois, Roy Schmidt Honda of Effingham, Country Financial Agent Josh Finley, Landers Collision Center of Mount Vernon and Salem, King City Chrysler Center, and People's National Bank. We now take you to the SSM Health broadcast booth for the Landers Collision Center's pregame show. Mount Vernon Rams football starts now.
Homecoming night in the King City tonight is the Mount Vernon Rams welcome the Cahokia Comanches. Second to last South 7 Conference showdown of the season, and it's right here on WMIX. WMIXsports.com has your streaming video. Good evening, I'm Chris Hugo. Doug Donahue alongside, filling in for Kyle Norris tonight. Brianna Sanders back at the Mount Vernon studio, and Jeff Crow provides the video at WMIXsports.com. We're live from the SSM Health broadcast booth tonight for your Landers Collision Center's pregame show. Rams football on WMIX is sponsored by Community First Bank of the Heartland. Tonight it's the Mount Vernon Rams seeking win number 2 on the year. The Cahokia Comanches trying to avoid their second loss. So two teams kind of on flip sides of the coin here tonight coming in. Homecoming night here at Ken Hunt Stadium. Doug Donahue, welcome to the broadcast. Of course, for this Ram team tonight, one win on the season back at Triad. Their defense did the bulk of the scoring that game. Ram offense that has been stagnant somewhat in 2018 due in a large part to injuries. And really, for this Ram team, we'll get to the starting lineups later. They do welcome back Nick Malone into the starting lineup tonight.
And it's a good thing to have Nick back in the lineup, like you said. The offense, the word you used exactly, is stagnant. The defense scoring a lot, so to have Nick back in the lineup is big for them. And it's a big game, homecoming night, and to have a team like Cahokia in here on at the field is going to be a tough test for the Rams, but we'll see where they're at the end of the night.
We will see where they're at the end of the night. This is a Cahokia team that's run roughshod through the South 7 thus far. They'll wrap up in conference play 1 week from tonight against the Althoff Crusaders. The Rams, meanwhile, seeking their first conference win. What will it take for the Rams to beat Cahokia tonight? We find out when we talk to Jared Kessler, head coach of this Mount Vernon Ram football team, right here on this Landers Collision Center's pregame show. Big or small, Landers fixes them all. Call 1-888-LANDERS. That's 1-888-LANDERS. We take a break. When we come back, we revisit that interview from this past Saturday's sports show with Coach K. Right here, WMIX, WMIXsports.com. This is Rams football powered by Community First Bank.
This is Jason Newell with Community First Bank. We believe in promoting the growth of the ag community by supporting our local 4-H and FFA organizations. We know they are the future of agriculture. And when it comes to agriculture, Community First Bank has deep roots in Southern Illinois. We are committed to providing the combination of competitive rates, quick decision-making, and a local agricultural understanding you won't find at large corporate banks. Community First Bank with locations in Mount Vernon, Woodlawn, Dix, and Ina, where local matters.
Hi, Roy Smith with King City Chrysler Center, Mount Vernon. Introducing Ram Power Days with huge savings on in-stock Ram trucks. Like on the 2018 Ram 1500 regular cab two-wheel drive Tradesman, MSRP is $31,380. Sale price is $23,999. That's a total savings of $7,381. Our 2018 Ram 1500 crew cab 4x4 Bighorn, MSRP is $48,960. A sale price of only $37,951. That's an astonishing $11,009 of savings. Or on the all-new 2019 Ram 1500 Crew Cab 4x4 Bighorn, with an MSRP of $51,580, it can be yours for just $40,999. If you've been waiting on buying your next Ram truck, don't wait any longer. The time to own is now. The double-digit savings is here during Ram Power Days, going on right now here at King City Chrysler Center, 1603 Broadway in Mount Vernon.
The Saturday morning sports clinic at Crossroads Community Hospital is the perfect way to get you back in the game faster and safer. Physician's assistant Jason Doris is there to treat any sports-related injuries using state-of-the-art on-site CTs, MRIs, X-rays, and more. And there's never an appointment necessary. Just walk in and get treated. That's every Saturday morning from 8 till 11 at Crossroads Community Hospital's main lobby. Crossroads Community Hospital, proud supporters of Southern Illinois high school athletics.
Watch the Rams in stunning high definition at WMIXsports.com. Powered by Rend Lake College.
Welcome back to your Landers Collision Center's pregame show on AM 940, 96.5 FM, and WMIXsports.com. Tough one for the Mount Vernon Rams last week. They fell to the Carbondale Terriers. They were shut out on the road. And still, a tough circumstance, tough game, but the Rams did not quit, and neither does Jared Kessler. We had him on the Saturday Sports Show this past week to talk about last week's game, talk about health as usual. The Rams are banged up. And to talk about this week, it's homecoming week against the Cahokia Comanches. Kyle Norris had that interview a week ago. Here it is now.
Your team fell to Carbondale last night, 38-0 overall. What did you think of the team's play?
Well, the kids are still working hard. We're trying to work with the kids we have, and we've had to bring up a lot of freshmen to step in, and the freshmen have provided some good play, and the kids are working hard. It just we got to get over these injuries, and we got to get continuity back, and we're working hard to get there. It's just taking more time than we hope.
Well, and we made the argument on the broadcast last night that even though it was 17-0 at halftime, if it weren't for some self-inflicted mistakes, that game could have been 14-10 Mount Vernon at halftime. And obviously losing is frustrating, but is it more frustrating that these self-inflicted mistakes seem to be hurting the team at the wrong times?
Yeah, it's very frustrating. I get pretty upset with the guys. At halftime, I kind of went into them a little bit, and it is frustrating when you could be winning the game and have the momentum and not capitalize on the good drives we put together, and it is very frustrating. But that's part of the team that's trying to find its identity, and I thought we had chances to figure out who we are after the triad game, but with all the injuries, we've had guys in there that we didn't expect to be in there, and they've done a good job the best they can. But our identity's kind of lost again, and we're trying to find it. But the self-inflicted wounds is uncalled for, and we just gotta keep the kids focused and show them the drive they're putting together, how good they are, and that they just need to finish.
Well, and of course, let's look at the positives here. You did mention that you've called a lot of guys up. I mean, last night you specifically said to me, there's going to be a lot of guys that are not on our roster.
Right.
But how important is it that they are getting this experience here so early, even if it is because of so many injuries?
Well, that's one positive that we look at is, some of these younger kids are able to come up quicker, and we've been having a chance for our first off games because of the injuries, and those kids need to play football, and so having them step up to varsity, and it always worries me bringing the younger kids up. Varsity's a different animal than first off games, but they've been handling it great. I thought they came in at the end of the game, and some of them got some playing time throughout the whole game, and Plummer and Landon Simpson and Kai Maxwell, and they got to play quite a bit, and they did a great job. Plummer's been impressing me as a freshman, and so is Simpson and Maxwell, and those guys work hard in practice. I feel they're some of the leaders of the team and of the first off team, and it's great for them to get out there and fight and hold their own.
Well, next week it's homecoming week, and you guys are playing Cahokia right now. They're the team to beat in the South 7. How are you going to prepare the guys this week for another tough test?
Well, they don't do anything different than we haven't seen this year, and we're still walking through execution. I mean, when I call a play, and we have 7-8 guys execute the play, and 3 or 4 that don't, that causes big problems. And it's on both sides of the ball, and we're still trying to get the kids to understand that it's very important that we work as one unit, and everybody knows their job and executes it. And I don't feel scheme wise what we're doing offensively or defensively is hurting us. It's a matter of executing. And Carbondale has speed, and Cahokia is going to have speed, and we got to do a better job of executing what we're trying to do to slow that speed down. And Cahokia's got a good, strong quarterback that can throw and run, and but just like Carbondale, they make mistakes, and we gotta make less mistakes, than the other team. And right now, week to week, we're making a lot more mistakes, and that's part of taking over as a coach. You're trying to do things that they're not used to doing, and we're just still working hard. I mean, the kids are putting everything they had into it, and I'm proud of them. But they got to understand they got to take accountability for their mistakes and own up to it and get better and not just stay the same. And that's what we're trying to do. And getting some kids back next week. We're hoping to get a handful back, get them released, from the medical, and hopefully that's going to help us out and clear up some of these mistakes and be able to show a better game for our fans and for the parents and the community.
Well, and these next 2 games both have a little bit of extra meaning. Of course, homecoming game against Cahokia this coming Friday, and then next week with Centralia coming to town, that's going to be senior night, so a little extra motivation for both of those games for your kids. How do you think that's going to play into how your kids perform?
Well, I think they'll step up. Kids have a way of doing that, and I'm excited for them to play those games, and like I said, we're still building, and I think at any given time, we can find our niche and start rolling, but it's not due to the lack of heart and effort that the kids that are on the field are given. They play hard, and like I told the kids, it's not the time to look around and point fingers, and we need to own up to what we're doing and to keep getting better. And we're hoping the seniors can finish off the year on a high note, and we have 3 games left to try to do that. And they got to keep showing up for practice and working hard and finding ways to execute. And us coaches as well. I mean, if something's not working, we got to make changes, and either offensively or defensively or even in the special teams. And I felt like we did that. A triad and worked out well. And we just got to keep working as a staff and as a program. And I believe we'll get there. And it's tough right now. It's hard to look on the sidelines, and when you turn around, you see 10 freshmen, and you'd rather see 30 varsity guys, but we don't have it right now. So I'm hoping to get some of these guys back, and we can compete a little better.
My guest here, Jared Kessler, the Mount Vernon Rams head football coach. And Coach, social media question of the week this week is, what is your favorite thing relating to pumpkins?
I guess jack-o'-lanterns, because I'm not a big pumpkin guy, but having kids and causing pumpkins with them, we really enjoy that. And we love going to the pumpkin patch and picking out pumpkins. We enjoy that as well. But that's about it. I'm not a pumpkin pie guy or cake or whatever they make out of pumpkins.
I gotcha. Well, of course, that's why I put jack-o'-lanterns in there, because I know some people are just not fans of any kind of consuming pumpkins. But my guest, Jared Kessler, as always, thank you for coming on, sir, and good luck this coming week for homecoming.
All right, thanks a lot.
Well, that was Rams football coach Jared Kessler on this past week's Saturday Sports Show, talking about last week, talking about this week. There's a lot to talk about on this Landers Collision Center's pregame show. We still have your Munkin Toyota Buick GMC keys to the game to come, as well as your Josh Finley Country Financial starting lineups. It's all straight ahead here on your Landers Collision Center's pregame show. Landers Collision Centers in Mount Vernon and Salem, an iCar Gold Class shop for 30 years, at least celebrating 30 years in Mount Vernon and Salem. They sponsor this pregame show. We'll take a quick break. This is Rams football from WMIX Sports.
As part of the Toyota family, your ownership experience starts with Toyota Care, a no-cost maintenance plan that includes 24-hour roadside assistance. The Toyota Care plan covers normal factory-scheduled maintenance for 2 years or 25,000 miles. Drive in and find out how peace of mind comes standard at Munkin Toyota in Mount Vernon.
From my family to yours, with guaranteed satisfaction. Munkin's the one. Munkin's the one.
Stop in today at the Rend Lake College Golf Outlet for its going out of business sale. Save 25% off store-wide, including apparel, clubs, irons, and much more while supplies last. New store hours are 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Saturday and noon to 5 Sunday. All sales are final. No refunds, exchanges, or trade-ins. Visit the Golf Outlet located in the Rend Lake College Marketplace, located just off Potomac Boulevard in Mount Vernon.
People's National Bank makes purchasing a home easy. Hi, this is Joy Schrader, mortgage specialist from People's National Bank. Visit peoplesnationalbank.com to fill out an online application 24/7, and you will be on your way to owning your own home. If you have any questions, give me, Joy Schrader, a call at 241-6928.
People's National Bank, your home for home loans. Proudly serving Southern Illinois since 1909. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Loans subject to credit approval.
If you're looking for a new doctor, look no further than the new SSM Health Provider Finder. Search for physicians online based on conditions and treatments, name spellings and pronunciations, and locations near you. What's more, SSM Health doctors are known for taking the time to listen and connect with you. We call this the healing power of presence. You'll find this helpful tool at ssmhealth.com/doctors.
Back to the SSM Health broadcast booth. This is Mount Vernon Rams football from WMIX Sports.
AM 940, 96.5 FM, and of course, WMIXsports.com tonight. Landers Collision Center's pregame show continues. We recapped last week's interview with Coach Jared Kessler on the Saturday Sports Show. Of course, we'll do it again tomorrow. I'm filling in for Kyle Norris, so we'll have a conversation with Coach K. Also tomorrow on the Saturday Sports Show, sponsored by Crossroads Community Hospital, we will have Sasser-Valier Waltonville football coach John Shadowins on the program. We will also catch up with Centralia Orphans football coach Bobby Brenneisen. Preview next week's game. It'll be Pink Out Night and Senior Night here in the King City. Then we'll revisit some interviews, a little bit of best of in the second hour as we have that two-part interview again with Mount Vernon Superintendent Jeff Fricknick on the program. We will also have Sam Knox from the IHSA. That was just a couple of weeks ago, I know, but officials are on a downturn right now. There's a shortage, so we want to do what we can to help get the word out. And then we will also relive a moment with Kenzie Tate. She is now on the coaching staff at SIU softball, so we'll have all of that tomorrow on the Saturday Sports Show. In case you missed any of that, you'll love the second hour. If you're looking for fresh content, you'll love the first hour. Unless you didn't like me on the Saturday Sports Show, then I suppose maybe not. However, all of that aside, here to talk Mount Vernon Rams football tonight. Second to last week in the South Pacific Conference for each team. Of course, Cahokia, the front runner at 3-0. Carbondale sits a game back with Marion at 2-1. Althoff and Centralia both 1-2. The Rams bring up the rear at 0-3. And for this Mount Vernon outfit tonight against this Cahokia bunch, Cahokia comes in with this conference's number one offense and the number one defense. Doug Donahue in for a Ram team that struggles to put points on the board. Most of them are defensive points. They're about half. half of the 47 points this year are defensive. This is a Ram team that's going to have to find ways to score tonight. To do that against a Cahokia team coached by John Clay, of course, and his NFL tutelage and his abilities while at Mizzou, of course, it's going to be anything but easy.
Absolutely, and as we talked about earlier, week 2, most of the scoring done by the Mount Vernon Rams was on defense, and to go up against the number 1 offense in the conference is going to be a tough test. So I can see the Rams balancing it out, but it will probably be their toughest test. Cahokia has put up 50 points more than 50 points twice this season, as we see they did last week against Centralia, who is not a slack team on defense. So I think if Mount Vernon gets their defense straight tonight, they will be just fine. But it is taking on the number 1 offense in the conference, so we'll see what happens.
We will see what happens. Of course, we talk about this Cahokia Comanche bunch, and the Comanches come in 5-1 overall. Perfect in the South 7 so far. Their lone blemish was a 20-12 loss to Cardinal Ritter out of St. Louis back in week 2, a Cardinal Ritter team that, by the way, is 6-0. So lopsided win against Collinsville and Mike Popovich in week 1. That was 54-22. They blanked Civic Memorial in week 3. Nice win over the Marion Wildcats, who up until tonight I thought was the best team in the South 7 Conference. Nice win over Carbondale, 28-7, a much improved Carbondale team under Brian Lee. And beat the Centralia Orphans, had their way with the Orphans last week, 53-0 in a game at Cahokia, if memory serves correctly. So you look at this Cahokia bunch, and they've certainly managed to tighten some things up defensively under John Clay. Of course, they were 3-6 a year ago. He's in his 3rd year, taking over for Antoine Galladay, of course, and prior to, I believe, hadn't made the playoffs since 2009 under Coach Galladay. So for Cahokia, they're trying to turn a corner here and doing it the right way in 2018. Elsewhere around the conference tonight, of course, the Centralia Orphans are hosting the Marion Wildcats. Kerry Martin looking for his 200th win as head coach. Maybe 200th win overall. I'll double-check that statistic. Either way, would not surprise me. Math would not work out, so 200th win in his career. Kerry Martin, of course, the Salem native coaching Marion, changed the culture down there. And then the other game in the conference tonight, obviously, is Carbondale and Althoff, and that game is at Carbondale tonight. So there's a look at the South 7 Conference. Doug Donahue and the South 7, anything but that perennial power that we're used to, where there's just these dominant teams. However, Cahokia, Carbondale, and Marion all with very strong chances of making the postseason this year. And, Carbondale can get in with a win tonight against Althoff, who's struggling. Marion should, in theory, many will anticipate they'll beat Centralia. They should get in. Cahokia, a favorite tonight to get a 6 win. So 3 South 7 teams looking to make it into the playoffs tonight. And we're certainly seeing kind of a resurgence of Carbondale and Cahokia in the South 7.
Absolutely. If you would have told me at the beginning of the season those would be the 2 teams we're looking at atop the conference with Marion, I would have definitely been surprised. And if you thought Cahokia wasn't for real the first couple weeks, that victory over Marion goes to show that the Cahokia Comanches are coming to play every night.
That they are. We need to take a break here on your Landers Collision Center's pregame. We still owe you the Munkin Toyota Buick GMC keys to the game. And Josh Finley, Country Financial, starting lineups. It's all still to come here on this Landers Collision Center's pregame. Landers Towing and Collision Centers, call 1-888-LANDERS. That's 1-888-LANDERS. We'll take a break, come back. This is Rams football from WMIX Sports.
Elevate your comfort and style with the 2018 Honda CR-V. Hi, Roy Smith, Roy Smith Honda. The Honda CR-V is committed to comfort and style. Inside, you will find a spacious interior with seating for up to 5 passengers and innovative technologies at your fingertips. With the 7-inch display audio interface on EX and above models. Behind the wheel, you will feel the responsive handling and the smooth acceleration of the 190 horsepower turbocharged engine. Hauling cargo is a breeze in the CR-V with its available foot-activated power liftgate and one-touch fold-flat rear seating, offering a massive 75.8 cubic feet of storage space. CR-V offers many driver-assistive technologies as well, with Honda sensing, including collision mitigation braking, rear cross traffic monitoring, lane keeping assist system, and adaptive cruise control. Experience driving the 2018 Honda CR-V for yourself right here at Roy Schmidt Honda, 1705 West Fayette in Effingham.
This is Chase Landers with Landers Towing and Collision Centers in Mount Vernon and Salem, your iCar Gold Class collision repair experts. It doesn't matter if your ex-girlfriend took a Louisville Slugger to your driver's rearview mirror and door, your toddler decided to turn your interior into an art museum, or the husband backed over your neighbor's garbage cans this morning. We are fully equipped to get you back on the road faster, regardless of the damage. Trained iCar collision repair technicians, great relationships with insurance companies, courtesy loaner cars, and easy access to rentals are just a few at what make us the best at what we do. So if your buddy decides to Tommy Boy your truck door into a gas station pump, or attempt the infamous Kiki challenge at a high rate of speed, just remember, Landers Collision Centers is here to help. Big or small, we tow and fix them all. Just give us a call at 1-888-LANDERS. That's 1-888-LANDERS.
This is Mount Vernon Rams football, powered by Community First Bank of the Heartland.
AM 940, 96.5 FM, and WMIXsports.com. Tonight, the Mount Vernon Rams and Cahokia Comanches battling it out at Ken Hunt Stadium. We're in the SSM Health broadcast booth for your Landers Collision Center's pregame show. Chris Hugo, Doug Donahue alongside the Rams and the Comanches tonight. A Ram team that's certainly had issues this season, and not issues with coaching, not issues with players, just issues with injuries. Here in 2018, lost QB1 Hunter Simmons in game one, now on their fourth-string quarterback, who is Evan Leake, the sophomore that started as a freshman on defense a year ago. So it's a Ram team that's had to find their identity and turn into men very quickly, though they get some relief as Nick Malone returns to the starting lineup tonight, though at wideout. Kaya Banda, who was the second or third-string QB, is back as well. He's a wide receiver tonight, so Evan Leak's performed well enough. We're going to try to use those other tools to try to get something done. We need to honor America here from Mount Vernon Township High School. We'll take a break, come back, get you set with starting lineups, keys to the game, all of it still to come. This is Rams football powered by Community First Bank.
Get back to your sport. Get back to life. The talented team of orthopedic specialists at the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois lead the way in sports medicine with the latest non-surgical techniques for a speedy recovery, along with the latest innovations in arthroscopic surgery. Keeping young athletes healthy is their specialty, getting them back on the field sooner after an injury. See Dr. Ben Poole, Dr. Angela Freehill, and PA Devin Hertling today. Call 618-242-3778 or visit orthocenter-si.com.
Hey, sports fans, it's your local State Farm agent, Tony Will. As an athlete, if you want to be successful on the field, on the court, or on the diamond, it takes a good plan, a team working together, and a good coach. At State Farm, we believe in that same approach. Protecting your family from everyday risk doesn't just happen. If your insurance plan isn't working, or if you're going at it alone, let me introduce you to my team. We want to be your coach and get a strategy that works for you. Find me online, stop by my office, or just look for the Jeep. I'll be glad to help.
Here's Jeff Schmidt for Schmidt Chevrolet Cadillac in Mount Vernon.
At Schmidt Chevrolet Cadillac Collision Center, we use only the top quality paint and finishes. Our reputation speaks for itself. More people trust Schmidt Chevrolet Cadillac Collision Center than any other shop around. And if you're not already, we'd love to have you as a customer. Give us a try. We're conveniently located at 3423 Broadway in Mount Vernon.
Schmidt Chevrolet Cadillac in Mount Vernon, 3423 Broadway in Mount Vernon.
When you're the people's choice for a favorite Italian restaurant, you're on top of your game, and that's Joe's Pizza. Where else can you go to get the great, superb Chicago-style pizza and amazing pastas? Yep, Joe's is the place. Joe's features homemade sauces from the Trappiano family's secret recipe. At Joe's, you can dine in, carry out, order online, and they deliver to just about anywhere. Experience pizza the way it was meant to be. Joe's Pizza, 819 Jordan in Mount Vernon.
Your home for the Mount Vernon Rams is WMIX Sports, powered by Community First Bank.
Hi, this is Jason Newell with Community First Bank. Farming is one of the most important industries in the Midwest and has been a way of life in Jefferson County for generations. We are committed to helping farmers, large and small, continue this tradition, even during tough times. We offer a variety of plans to fit any need, and our ag lending team is committed to providing a combination of competitive rates and quick decision-making. Community First Bank, your trusted partner. Put our bank to work for you. Community First Bank, where local matters.
Get back to your sport. Get back to life. The talented team of orthopedic specialists at the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois lead the way in sports medicine with the latest non-surgical techniques for a speedy recovery, along with the latest innovations in arthroscopic surgery. Keeping young athletes healthy is their specialty, getting them back on the field sooner after an injury. See Dr. Ben Poole, Dr. Angela Freehill, and PA Devin Hertling today. Call 618-242-3778 or visit orthocenter-si.com.
Back to the SSM Health broadcast booth. This is Mount Vernon Rams football from WMIX Sports.
AM 940, 96.5 FM, WMIXsports.com. Tonight, the Mount Vernon Rams and the Cahokia Comanches. Great to be here with you from Ken Hunt Stadium on the campus of Mount Vernon Township High School. Chris Hugo with Doug Donahue alongside. Jeff Crow provides the video angles at WMIXsports.com here in the SSM Health broadcast booth. And, of course, Brianna Sanders taking care of business back at our Mount Vernon studio here tonight. We owe you Munkin Toyota Buick GMC keys to the game. And with a huge stock of new and used models, Munkin Toyota is sure to have the perfect car or SUV to fit your lifestyle. Visit MunkinToyotaMountVernon.com to see the selection. I think keys to the game tonight. Doug Donahue first for the Mount Vernon Rams. Got to find a way to get on the scoreboard with your offense. It's been the defense that's carried you a few times this year. Got on the board against the second-team defense in Marion a couple of weeks ago. Did not score last week. Have to find a way to get on the board tonight against Cahokia.
Absolutely. You've got your fourth-string quarterback out there, but as we mentioned earlier, Nick Malone back in the lineup at wideout. See if he can make a difference on this offense.
Defensively, though, you're against the number one ranked offense. So going to have to find a way to bend but not break. Before for the Rams, it's been cases of with the injuries and with so much offense on the board for the opposition, worn down throughout the night. So going to have to find a way to maintain energy, high energy, enthusiasm, electric nature, come up with some stops tonight against Cahokia.
Absolutely, and you said it all right there. You've got to maintain that energy, and what we talked about earlier before we got on air was the energy they can get from their head coach. I mean, Coach Kessler's full of energy. If they can pull that from him and maybe stay energized throughout the game, obviously it's going to be a tough test for him.
Absolutely. Third key to the game tonight going to be the distraction of homecoming. It is homecoming night here at Ken Hunt Stadium, and of course, almost said Sam Hunt, Ken Hunt Stadium here at Mount Vernon Township High School. Homeco, a distraction. Going to have to try to get past all of that. The festivities at halftime, going to extend the halftime break. Going to have to find a way to manage all of that tonight.
It seems like homecoming, a big game, either goes one of two ways. It either helps energize your team for the good or for bad, because obviously there's a lot to come from it, and you're excited. You got to go out and perform.
Keys to the game sponsored by Munkin Toyota Buick GMC. Drive in and experience why Munkin has been the one to beat for over 50 years. Take Munkin for a test drive at the new Munkin Toyota in Mount Vernon. The Rams will be dressed all black tonight. The orange stripes around the sleeves. The matte black helmets with the MV emblazoned upon each side. The Cahokia Comanches, meanwhile, will be in their blue pants with white tops, blue numerics and lettering. Glossy white helmets. I believe there's a Comanche logo on the right side, maybe the left as well. For those Comanche helmets, does change from year to year. But Cahokia warming up on the sidelines. The Rams just marched through their marching band, broke the sign, and here they are. We'll get to know them shortly. Sponsored by Josh Finley at Country Financial. You can talk to him today about how he can help ensure that the future you're dreaming of is something you can proudly own no matter what it looks like. To help protect what matters most, call Josh Finley from Country Financial, 618-242-4024. We'll meet the Rams when they come on the field each time. We do have Cahokia starters, although kind of the way they're done. I counted more than 11 for offense and defense.
Right.
So that's not quite going to get the job done. But looks like the Rams will have the football first. We'll meet them after the impending kickoff here from Mount Vernon Township High School. Chris Hugo, Doug Donahue tonight. WMIX Mount Vernon. Free service from Withers Broadcasting, top of the 7 o'clock hour. We'll get started just a couple of minutes late here from Ken Hunt Stadium on homecoming night. Again, we'll have an extended Joe's Pizza and Pasta halftime show. Do our very best to get you some halftime stats, keep you up to date on a Tony Wilt scoreboard update. All of that tonight. We'll have a full one later tonight at WMIXsports.com. Right to left for Cahokia in the first quarter, left to right for the home team, the Mount Vernon Rams, in this South 7 Conference action. They'll welcome the Centralia Orphans next week. Cahokia will have to take care of Altop to what they think after tonight would be to stay perfect in the conference. The Rams looking for the upset against the conference frontrunner today. PA announcer Rob Wilt trying to get everybody fired up here tonight at Ken Hunt Stadium. We'll see if it does the trick here on this opening drive. It'll be Leak and Dameron back to return. They stand about the 5-yard line. Here comes the kick. It's end over end. Won't quite make it. Back to the 10. It'll be picked up at about the 30 with some traffic, 35. That'll be Nick Malone. Brought down by number 10, Emory Lee, at about the 39-yard line. That's where the Rams will have it 1st and 10 as we are underway from the King City here tonight. For the Rams on the line, getting everything started, will be number 58, Anthony Green at left tackle. Left guard will be number 65, Gabe Taylor. Right center will be Javen Jones, number 68. Devin Edwards is the right tackle. Right guard, DeMarcus Craig, number 66. Skill positions, the quarterback is Evan Leak, number 10. Kaya Banda, Spartacus they call him, as a wide receiver, as is number 4, Nick Malone, number 2, Isaiah Dameron, and number 44, Luke Willis. The running back is Eli Badger. He stands behind the quarterback, Evan Leak. That's a bad snap. Cahokia is going to push Badger out of the way and maybe get to that one at about the 20. And so on a tough snap, it'll be a fumble recovery by the Comanches. Number 32 comes up with it. That's Delarius Rogers Jr., and that's not the way you want things to start tonight. 11:48 to go in the first. No score. Cahokia with great field position after the bad snap.
It's a tough way to start homecoming. Obviously, as we mentioned earlier, one of two ways, not good.
Nobody wants to dance with that. Community First Bank takes pride in supporting their communities. Various sponsorships, donations, and partnerships. They love to be a part of the action. There's no better action than Mount Vernon Rams football, although recent history would suggest on that particular play that things can only get better tonight after this start for the Rams. So we'll get a quick look at the Comanche offense, and we'll meet the Ram defense here in just a moment. Their quarterback, Malik Shaw, had a heck of a night. 276 yards to the air last week. He'll have 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Quick carry here. Will go off tackle to the right side by number 24. From the 20 to about the 15, gain of 5 for Vincent Perry III, who will probably get the bulk of carries tonight. So gain about 4, maybe 5. It'll be 2nd and 6 with 11:30 to go here in the first as Perry gets about 4 to 5. 2 to the right, 1 to the left for the Comanches. Perry the back for the quarterback, Malik Shaw, also their punter. And now quick handoff. He'll go inside looking for a seam. Gets to the 15. Gain of 1 so far where forward progress will take him. Nope, the side judge says actually no gainer. So it'll be 3rd and 6 now for the Comanches. You're watching us online thanks to Rin Lake College. Save thousands on your collegiate education at Rin Lake College when compared to a 4-year school. And the best part, stay right here in your own backyard. Rin Lake College, your journey starts here. Split left, 3 right. Lone back is Perry in the backfield for the quarterback, Shaw, out of the gun. Gets the snap, 3-step drop, looking to the right side. Pass is going to be a short throw, but it's caught by Cortez Brown Jr. He'll be pulled down at about the 10, dancing with first down yardage on 3rd down. It'll be a gain of about 6. It'll move the chains. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Comanches. Make that 1st and... They're going to go ahead and say 1st and goal. It's spotted just outside of the 10, but they'll say 1st and goal here in the first quarter. So if you just tuned in, the Rams turned it over on a fumble on the first snap of the night. And Cahokia looking to get it into the end zone quickly here. 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. Right hash on the spot. 10-20 left. Scoreless so far. Quarterback Shaw wants it. We'll have a flag on the play. Looks like maybe a motion penalty, but thought I saw a Ram flinch as well. It will be a false start. So 5 yards backward. It'll be 1st and goal from the 15 now for the Comanches. Eek. Stunning high definition at WMIXsports.com. Hope you're enjoying tonight's Ram broadcast, although it's in its infancy. About 35 minutes into the broadcast itself, a couple minutes into the game. 2 to the left, 1 to the right for Cahokia. The Comanches will have tight right. Quick snap. Perry will get the carry left. Trying to find a seam. Gets to the 14-yard line. We'll be generous and give him a gain of 1. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 14 now. I may have assumed it was Perry. Okay. Safe assumption. Try to get you some scores from around the area tonight. Again, Kerry Martin looking for his 200th career win as Marion visits Centralia. South 7 action. Part of your Tony Wilt State Farm scoreboard update tonight. Benton and Massac County will try to get you Hamco and Cesterville or Waltonville updates. We'll try for Carbondale Althoff updates. We don't provide you Cahokia updates. There's a problem. 9:16 to go in the first. Rolling to the right side out of play action. This pass will be completed about the 10-yard line. 5 into the end zone. I believe Hudson, the tight end, with that one. Came off the route on the end. Went, I believe, went out at about the 10, caught it, went into the end zone. We'll make sure that is Hudson. It is. It'll be a 14-yard touchdown for the Comanches. They take a 6-0 lead. Well, 14-yard touchdown strike, and that'll put the Comanches on top 6-love here in this very first quarter. Look at the on-screen scoreboard right at WMIXsports.com. 6-love Cahokia. We await the PAT from Hayden Brown, the senior kicker. He's all of 5'8", 165 pounds. Trying for that point-after attempt here in the first quarter. The kick is up. It's a line drive. Wide left, it would appear, and it'll stay 6-0. Cahokia. Eek. Cahokia just marched right downfield, and by downfield, they'll add 20 yards to go after the great field position on the Ram turnover, Doug. But still, Cahokia was able to get to the end zone, and those are the types of mistakes you can't afford against the conference's #1 offense.
And it was a good play-action play, obviously. You know, Perry running the ball 3 times already, and they're looking to stop him early, giving up the play-action pass to the right side. Easy score for Cahokia.
Made it look simple with 9:08 left to go in the first. 6-0 Comanches. Now it'll be up to the Ram offense for real this time as the Comanches will kick off. Of course, if you're looking for a new doctor, go to ssmhealth.com/doctors. SSM Health, the healing power of presence. The SSM Health broadcast booth. 9 minutes, 8 seconds left to go in the opening quarter here from Ken Hunt Stadium on the campus of Mount Vernon Township High School. Kick will come eventually as Leak and Damon are back to return. However, this one will bounce a few times. Span will come up and get it about the 39. And that's where the ball marker will be. As Span had it, 39-yard line. It'll be spotted on the far hash. Left to right go the Rams here in this first quarter. They trail 6-0. After the 14-yard touchdown by Shaman Hudson, the tight end. He is 6'2", 220. Looked every bit of it if he marched toward the far corner of the end zone.
I wonder if Cahokia noticed who they kicked it to the first time, Nick Malone getting the ball. Maybe they'll try and keep it away from him every time as you see them kick it to the right side that last point.
Went opposite that time, and now we'll see if the Rams can do the opposite this time. Successful snap is all they asked for. Really nobody at fault, just did not go the way of the orange and black. It'll be a quick handoff to Badger. Cahokia's line is able to get there. They win the battle up front in turn. They push the Rams back to about the 37. It'll be a loss of 2 for Eli Badger, number 3 on the ground. It'll be 2nd and 12 for the Rams. 8:50 left to go here in the first quarter. Community First Bank, proud supporter of Mount Vernon Rams football, where local matters. You can find Comp First in Mount Vernon, Dix, Woodlawn, and Ina. You can find the Rams with 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Out of the gun this time for the quarterback, Leak. Mishandles a snap, and he'll be sacked at about the 30.5 for a loss of about 7. So Leak will take the 7-yard loss, and it'll push the Rams back to the 30-yard line, makes it 3rd and about 18. Quick scoreboard update, sponsored by Tony Wiltz, your State Farm agent of Mount Vernon. Saw that white State Farm Jeep in the parking lot here, as a matter of fact. He's located, usually his day job takes him to 42nd and South Water Tower. Find him worldwide at TonyWilt.com. Scoreboard update after actually still in the first. Marion up on Centralia, 7-0. Empty backfield, out of the gun for Leak. Man in motion will be Maxwell to the right slot. Leak looking to pass. Nope, going to do it with his legs. There's an injured Ram down on the field, far sideline. Leak is still on the ball. Midfield, now to the 45. Looks to the near hash of the 40, brought down at about the 38-yard line. That will be a gain of about 32 on the ground. What a play, what a run by Evan Leak. 32-yard gain on the ground for number 10, the Ram quarterback. No flags, so again, about a 38-yard run for Evan Leak.
Evan surprising everybody taking off on that one and just would not go down.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Rams, puts them in Cahokia territory. What a great run for the sophomore quarterback with 7:33 left to go here in the first. As Hunter Simmons, QB1, looks on. I've seen him walk without that cast at times. No, an early projection was hoping that he might return next week against the Orphans. We'll see. Want to see him and all the injured Rams get healed up. It'll be a sweep left side for Eli Badger, swallowed up by the Comanches. It's a Comanche team in the past. You're not able to get away from them running side to side. You just kind of got to run it straight up the middle. As they try the sweep play left, it'll take them back to the 43. Loss of approximately 6. And it'll be 2nd and 16. Badger's so talented. Negative yardage so far tonight, hoping that that can be overcome. as we move forward. 6:49 to go here in the first quarter. Second and about 16 for the Rams. Ball on the Cahokia 43, far half. The snap to Leak, looking downfield. Quick comeback by Nick Malone. Takes him near the original line of scrimmage at about the 36-yard line. Gain of 7. It'll be 3rd and 9 for the Rams. So Malone with a 9-yard catch. 7 yards thereabouts. And he is paying dividends back in the starting lineup. Spann will check out here for this particular play. It'll be Dameron and Spann to the right. Willis and Banda to the left. Back is Badger for the quarterback Leak. 3rd and 8 for the Rams. Ball on the 35-yard line. Quick snap, rolling left side. They're going to swallow Evan up. Nothing he could do at the 45, 44, 46 even. Lost about 11. That'll be 4th and forever. 4th and about 20 for the Rams here with 5:54 to go in the first quarter, trailing 6-0 to the Cahokia Comanches. Community First Bank takes pride in supporting their communities, various sponsorships, donations, and partnerships. They love to be a part of the action. There's no better action than Mount Vernon Rams football, though they do trail 6-0 to Cahokia. Looking to punt is Leak. Does just about everything for this Ram outfit. 4th and 18. There's the punt from about the 45 in Ram territory. Get a nice block and a Ram bounce at about the 21. Looks like that's where it'll situate, maybe back about the 22. Either way, it'll push Cahokia back 1st and 10 on this start. Right about the Cahokia 23.5-yard line. 5:20 left to go in the first quarter. Ooh. See if the Rams defense can bend but not break this time. They trail 6-0. 5:20 to go in the first. We never did meet that Ram defense, courtesy of Josh Finley, Country Financial. Eli Badger's an outside linebacker, one of your cornerbacks in the defensive backfield, Nick Malone. Amir Spann's a strong safety. Number 7, Brody Rutherford's a cornerback. Middle linebacker, Kaya Banda, Spartacus tonight. Evan Leak's a free safety. Chase Belangi and Weston Riding are your defensive ends. Colby Jennels and Tyrus Owens are your defensive tackles. Luke Willis, another linebacker. As here's the first play from scrimmage on this drive. It's going to be complete. What a slot man, left side, midfield, 40, 35, down to about the 34. They'll say 36. That'll be a gain of 40 or so through the air, as that one was caught by Latarius Conway, number 12. About a 40-yard gain, estimating there by Mount Vernon math. 5:13 to go in the opening quarter. Another big play for the Comanches. We'll tell you more about Josh Finley at Country Financial in a moment. We just met the Ram defense. And now a slant pass left side will be complete at about the 30, taking him down to the 31. There is a fumble. Rams say they have it. Steve McCall had the catch. Little post route inside on the slant. And the Rams do recover after the fumble by number 4, Steve McCall. So he got the grab, but couldn't get it all the way down to the ground before fumbling the football. Now the Rams will have it 1st and 10 from the 36. See Josh Finley at Country Financial to learn more about protection for the things in your life that matter most. And get started on a plan for a comfortable future. Contact Josh Finley Monday at Country Financial, 618-242-4024.
Great awareness to slap that ball out immediately as soon as he tucked it in.
Good job by the Rams defense. Come up with that turnover. Badger some positive yardage here. Ran off tackle, found a little seam. Cahokia's linebackers quick to close in on the gap. And it'll be a gain of 1. 2nd and 9. Sometimes it looks better from up here than the harsh reality of the yardage marker. And the spot of the football will dash your hopes and desires. Split to the right side, Malone. 2 to the left. Badger the back for the quarterback Leak. See what Evan can do here on 2nd and 9. He's looking left side, drops back. Nope, has some running room now at the 25-30. He's going to make a run for it, 35-40 to the 45. Breaks a tackle to midfield, now to the 45, pushed out of bounds. 28-yard gain by Evan Leak. I believe he has 60 yards so far on the night somewhere on the ground, somewhere in there. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Rams as Crazy Legs Leak gets the Rams in Cahokia territory yet again. I just remember a big run earlier, and I can't remember exactly how many it was for Evan. But
it was around 30 to 32 yards.
So he's doing some dancing on the ground here. And now with 4:15 left to go in the first quarter, Rams trail 6-0 to Cahokia here at home on homecoming night. Rams certainly don't want that spoiled. Banda and Willis to the left side. Malone and Dameron right. Badger the back. Cahokia was offsides. They don't catch it. It'll be a sack. That's about the near hash, about midfield, 49. It'll be a loss of 4, 2nd and 14, and I could have swore the defensive end was offsides.
Saw offsides, a little miscommunication by the Rams there. Didn't know exactly which way they were going. Just wasn't a good play to start out after the big run.
Cahokia used that speed, and man, there probably should have been a flag there, but easy for me to say. 3:48 to go in the first, 2nd and 14 for the Rams. Willis and Banda left, along with Dameron. To the right, it is Malone. The quarterback is Leak. Quick pass into the flat, complete to Dameron. Running backward, now forward. There's a flag. Now there's a flag. 3:33 to go, and that brought down will be about a gain of 1. We'll see what this flag tells us, though. It may not tell us what we want to hear. Saturday morning sports clinic is tomorrow at Crossroads Community Hospital, main lobby. There's no appointment needed, just treatment by their experts with on-site same-day x-rays, MRIs, and CTs. Get back in the game faster and safely with the Saturday morning sports clinic at Crossroads Community Hospital. So it'll be holding against the Rams. Push things back just a little bit on 3rd down. So a field goal by Macy Davis, who had a successful night last week against the Rams, puts the Terriers on top of Althoff 3-zip. That's in the first quarter. It's another Tony Wilt scoreboard for you. As Carbondale leads Althoff, Centralia trails Marion. Completed pass in midfield for Span. Finds some running room. As he leans into a guy about the 40, we're going to have a late flag. So that'll be about a 13-yard gain through the air to push it to 4th and 5. If it holds, there is a flag on the play. See what the verdict is. Looks like they're getting ready to walk some off toward the King City line of scrimmage. You got to be kidding me. Okay, 3:12 left to go in the first. Another Ram penalty. Erases another successful play. Interesting. Another Tony Wilt scoreboard. 13-0 the score. West Frankfort leads Heron. 3:36 left to go in the first quarter. Of course, Marion leading Centralia 7-0 early in the first. Satcherville Waltonville leads Hamco after 1 8-6, a banged-up SVW unit. I think I told you earlier I was tired of hearing that word, but now I keep. Of course, with Captain Andrew Luck on Twitter, I read that word a lot. Empty backfield for Leak out of the gun. He's going to try to find running room. Midfield, 45-40, 35-30. First down yardage, 25-20. Still on his feet, pushed out of bounds. Gain of 30 on the ground for Evan Leak. He's getting closer to 100. He has about 90 yards on the ground on 3 carries or so. Of course, he has a sack in there, too. That, blah, blah, blah. Going to take some yards off. But first down yardage for the Rams. 1st and 10, now in the red zone. They're at the 20-yard line.
Official timeout for an injured player.
Do have an injured Comanche on the field, being tended to at about the 45-yard line. Hope he's okay. And a Jonesboro and DuQuoin are scoreless after 1. So what else we can find? Of course, we told you again, Carbondale leads Althoff 3-0 on a Macy Davis field goal. He's having a pretty good year for the Terriers. She made a few last week. I think she made a 35-yarder last week. I always kind of have a side bet with Lady Rams basketball coach Jeff London about whether I can make a 35-yard field goal. He, of course, was the collegiate kicker. I, of course, was not. He doubts my ability. I think I could make a 20-yarder. I don't think I could still make a 35-yarder.
I'd give you 20.
He'd be dumb not to. So, the injured Comanche is up. That was number 9, DeMarvian Johnson, and appears to be okay. We won't assume, just hope that he is, with 2:55 to go in the first quarter. 6-0 to score. 1st and 10 from the Cahokia 20 for the Rams as they look to heat up and crank up this red zone offense here in the first quarter. They trail 6-0 here to the Comanches.
Evan Leak unofficially around 72 yards with the 3 rushes and 2 sacks. Not a bad start on homecoming.
Not bad at all. Hoping for a better finish to this first quarter than it was at the beginning. Trailing 6-0, but threatening here. 1st and 10 from the Cahokia 20. Ball is on the near hash. 2 right, 1 left for the Rams. Spreading it out here as Leak rolls to the right side. What a takedown by Badger on the block, and we will have a great defensive play by Nick Malone in the end zone as the corner. Levantes Conway almost picked that off. We're going to have a flag.
What a block that was.
Badger may be the one that picked up the penalty here as he was going down and then flipped the Comanche over his back. I personally thought it was amazing. I had no issues with it. 2:49 to go in the first quarter. 6-0 score. Rams trailing the Comanches. Another Ram penalty will push things back here for the orange and black in the first quarter from the King City. Trying to keep these Comanches at bay. It'll push the Rams all the way back to the 35-yard line. So a 15-yard penalty on the foul. Makes it 1st and 25 from the Cahokia 35. 2:49 left to go here in the opening quarter. As Leak out of the gun. Throwing to the right side on the ground. Going to keep it himself to the 30 after passing the 35. Got back to the line of scrimmage. Gained 5 more. It'll be 2nd and 20 on the ground for Evan Leak.
Tackled by Sean Binford Jr.
So it'll be 2nd and long here for the Rams. The clock will drop below the 2-minute mark more than likely on this play. Spann and Willis will go out left. To the right side, it'll be Malone and Dameron. They'll stick left slot for Badger and empty the backfield for the quarterback Leak. In motion, it'll be Dameron. 2:14 to go on the game clock. 8 seconds on the play clock. Here's the snap. Leak will roll to the left side. He's chased down. That'll be complete over the top of the linebacker. And then fumbled by, I believe, Dameron. Picked up by the Comanches, looking to run it back. I thought he was down. And running it all the way back after the fumble will be Cahokia, far corner of the end zone, and that'll be about a 60-yard, nope, a 70-yard fumble return. There's a flag. They say touchdown. Man, I would have thought Dameron was down after about a 6-yard gain, going back from memory, which is not real good. They'll say he fumbled the football. There is a flag, however, at about the 36-yard line. It'll be a block in the back penalty, and that'll erase the score. But, man, I thought Dameron was down.
You and me both.
Unreal. Cahokia picks up a penalty, and, man, Johnson, who I looked like Johnson, might have been Hudson, who picked up the fumble. I don't know why there's a penalty on that play. No need to block anybody because he had everybody beat back toward the end zone. Well, them's the breaks, and the Rams will have to recover. The ball will be on the 44-yard line. So they move it back even further thanks to the penalty. It'll be 1st and 10 for Cahokia after the change of possession with 1:55 left to go in the first quarter. Chris Hugo, Doug Dunahee alongside. Jeff Crow with us in the broadcast booth, sponsored by SSM Health. Brianna Sanders back at the Powerhouse on Broadway, 3501. WMIX Studios, 1:55 to go in the opening quarter, 6-0 Cahokia. 1st and 10 for the Comanches. They'll send 2 to the right, 2 to the left. We'll have to burn a timeout. We being Cahokia. I don't know why I use a first-person pronoun. We, the entity, who knows? But First Mid Bank and Trust is your one-stop financial resource. In addition to banking services, First Mid also offers wealth management, insurance, and ag services. We all experience this timeout, I guess is what I was getting at, with 1:55 left to go in the first. Cahokia is running out of time on the play clock. Seconds were counting down. 1st and 10 for the 44. The Mount Vernon 44 for the Comanches, and Doug, just another case of where the Rams fumbled the football. That time I didn't really think that it was. But Cahokia had marched it back for a touchdown. It was erased by a block in the back, and a block in the back there was no need for because the man had everybody beat, and now the Comanches are going to try to add to this 6-0 lead.
And you mentioned earlier, bend but don't break, and that's exactly what the Rams did on defense last play. Gave up a long pass and then got the fumble recovery. Cahokia did the same thing. It seemed like a couple flags for the Rams. Lost it for them on their last drive. Let's see if they can bend but not break here.
See what they can do with about 1:55 left to go in the first. 1st and 10 for the Comanches on the Mount Vernon 44. Quick pass into the flat will be complete. Now at the 40, Levantes Conway leans forward and gets to about the 38. Gain of 6 will bring up 2nd and 4. Community First Bank, proud supporter of Mount Vernon Rams football, where local matters. They present our broadcast next week as well as the Rams will welcome the Central Orphans into the King City. We'll have video coverage for you at WMIXsports.com. It'll be our final Rams video cast of the season. We cannot video stream at Mount Carmel. They have the NFHS exclusivity. 2nd and 4 for the Comanches after the 6-yard gain by Conway through the air. Malik Shaw, the quarterback, gets the snap and hands off. And this will be Perry up the middle, near hash. Inside the 35, down to about the 32-yard line. Gain of 6 from where I sit. For Perry on the ground. Makes it 1st and 10. With 1:10 left to go in this first quarter. Eek, as they say. Not what you had hoped if you're a Ram fan tonight. You're very much in this game. Very much a case where you have chances and just very much a case where mistakes continue. Perry the back. It'll be out of the gun here for Shaw. 3 right, 1 left. And now it'll be a handoff to Perry. Off tackle, trying to get left. Breaks a tackle. Spin move at about the 30, down to the 29, 28, 27. Gain of about 6 will bring up 2nd and 4.
I thought Rutherford had that tackle on that one, but just slipped right out of his fingertips.
About a half minute to go in the first quarter. 6-love Cahokia. That may be where it ends. They're not in any hurry to drive down the rest of the field before the end of the first. Why not? They'll keep possession into the second. Single back out of the gun for Shaw, the quarterback. Perry a handoff again, rolling right side. Breaks a tackle, trying to get first down yardage. Now cuts back toward the hash inside the 20, down to about the 18, 17. It'll be first down yardage for the Comanches, about a gain of 11, depending upon the spot. Nope, we'll give them 12. Perry on the ground. 12-yard gain to push it to about the 16. It'll be 1st and 10. Clock will run with 10 seconds left. Cahokia not even going to bother for a play to wrap up this first quarter of play. We're in the King City tonight, and after 1, the Cahokia Comanches 6, the Mount Vernon Rams nothing. We'll take a break, come back, get you set for the second quarter live from the King City. This is Rams football, powered by Community First Bank.
Here at Community First Bank, we're proud to make a difference in the community we serve. For us, it's not just strictly about financial goals. We measure our success by fulfilling our mission of caring for our customers and our community. We do that first, and all the other pieces fall into place. We care for our community, and they care for us. And as of the end of last year, we employ 44 local employees with 871 years of combined experience, all to serve you. Community First Bank, where local matters.
Get back to your sport. Get back to life. The talented team of orthopedic specialists at the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois lead the way in sports medicine with the latest non-surgical techniques for a speedy recovery, along with the latest innovations in arthroscopic surgery. Keeping young athletes healthy is their specialty, getting them back on the field sooner after an injury. See Dr. Ben Houle, Dr. Angela Freehill, and PA Devin Hertling today. Call 618-242-3778 or visit orthocenter-si.com.
Back to the SSM Health broadcast booth. This is Mount Vernon Rams football from WMIX Sports.
WMIX Sports, that's who we are. Facebook, Twitter, and the Gram at WMIX Sports. We'll have a full scoreboard later tonight at WMIXsports.com. We'll have some of your football scores from around the area. We'll even have scores from conferences you've never heard of in your life. They are in the state of Illinois, and that's what we do. 1st and 10 for the Comanches at the Mount Vernon 16 near hash spot as they move left to right. Here on the gridiron. And that's going to be a handoff to Perry. Has room on the left side inside the 10. 5 in for the score. 16-yard score for, I believe, Vincent Perry III. We'll get a double check on that first name. It is Vincent Perry III. I believe that suffix is correct. 12-0 Cahokia. Oh, you watched it online at WMIXsports.com, sponsored by Ren Lake College, and sometimes we all need a fresh start. At just a fraction of the cost of a 4-year university, Ren Lake College can give you a high-quality head start to transfer to university without breaking the bank. Ren Lake College, your journey starts here. So, Cahokia Comanches will go for 2 here, try to even it out. They missed the PAT, the last score, on the opposite end zone. Now trying for 2. Quick play. Oh, and that'll be dropped. They're looking for Conway, who lost his fitting. He was supposed to go up, out, curl. Falls incomplete in the end zone. It'll stay 12-0.
It's all about tradition, and this past year we started a brand new tradition of auctioning off.
Well, there we go. So now the Rams, the bright side here is the Rams get another try with the football. Of course, don't forget Community First Bank takes pride in supporting their communities. Various sponsorships, donations, and partnerships. They love to be a part of the action. There's no better action than Mount Vernon Rams football. Cahokia 12, Mount Vernon nothing. 6 seconds in. First play from scrimmage in the second quarter gets Cahokia into the end zone. I believe Vincent Perry on a 16-yard scamper. Let's see if the... I'll have to raffling off the couch, man. Student council on HOCO night every year raffles off a couch. Gets you the best seat in the house. It used to be this ugly green thing back in the day. Used to be in the publications office.
Looks nice and comfy this year. It's a nice gray couch.
Well, they had to get rid of the green one. Somebody body slammed me on it one time. We broke 2 of the legs. I think the statute of limitations has run out on that. 11:54 to go in this first half. Here comes the kick. Worm burner back to about the 32. Picked up by the Rams. That's Willis with it. Back to the 35. Cahokia's going to try to drag him back to the 30, but at forward progress, you would think. I give him to the 35. Willis on the return, and now the Rams trying to return to the end zone. They did not get there last week. They didn't get there against the first team defense in week 5. They did not get there in week 4. They got there in week 3. See if they can do it again tonight. Just the Ram defense, or I should say offense, so banged up in 2018. Quick scoreboard update. Marion leads Centralia 14-0 in the second. Benton with a 6-0 lead over Massac. A couple of winless teams in Metropolis tonight. Part of a Tony Wilt State Farm scoreboard. We'll get you more a little bit later on. Spread here for the Rams, looking to run. It'll be Leak on the quarterback keeper to the 35. Shakes a man at the 40. Now brought down shy of the 45, 44. There's a flag on Cahokia, it would appear. Should be just barely first down yardage, depending upon what the flag is. I thought I saw a face mask. But what I think I see and what I really see sometimes are on opposite ends of the spectrum. This flag going to be stuffed back in his pants. We wait the call from the white hat. Hey, it's a thing.
Good
face
call.
mask, what I just said, yeah.
Good call by Hugo there.
I'm seeing things entirely differently tonight. Don't know why. I think because something's been bothering me for about 6 weeks on our video broadcast, and we finally figured it out tonight on the Mac. Love it. 2 right, 1 left for the Rams out of the spread formation, and now it'll be a carry right up the middle by Maxwell, and David is able to get about 2 yards on the play up the middle. Number 9 on the carry, David Maxwell. Second and about 8 on the play now. On this play, I should say. 11:08 to go in this first quarter. Chris Hugo, Doug Dunahee alongside. Back at it tomorrow for the Saturday Sports Show. We'll have some fresh faces. We'll have some stuff you've heard before. In the biz, they call that a best of. Either way, I'll be there until 10 o'clock. It's not as if I'm leaving early. Just want to bring you some good content, both new and refreshed. Out of the gun, quick pass. Now it's just a quick turnaround. A little run up the far hash and then a curl back. Incomplete to Malone at his feet. Good effort by Evan Leak. And now it'll be 3rd and 8. The clock will stop with 10:39 to go in the first half. Let's see, tomorrow, in no specific order, Jared Kessler, Bobby Brenneisen, John Shadowins. We'll talk about where the Rams are everywhere tomorrow. A lot of action going on. A make-up soccer game on the pitch with Marion. I feel like the Orphan Invitational and cross country's tomorrow. I think the Lady Rams volleyball team is off. 10:39 to go. I don't even have any of that in front of me, so I better shut up before I mess up. But Leak is going to spin, make a nice move, first down yardage along the hash. Brought down finally inside the 40 to about the 38. And that will be a gain of about, I don't know, 12.
11 or 12, yeah.
Just going to pull a number out of my rear end. I'd forgotten where he came from, or had come from. And so with 10:25 left to go in the first quarter, first half rather, 12-0 Cahokia on top here at Ken Hunt Stadium. Quarterback Leak, handoff to Maxwell, the back, trying to shake some defenders. He ran forward, then tried to get away. He ran backward. It'll cost him a couple of yards, back to about the 40.5. That'll make it 3rd and about 14. after the loss. Community First Bank is a proud supporter of Mount Vernon Rams sports where local matters. 2 locations right here in the King City. Also the high school district in Dix and Ina. Location in Woodlawn as well, where it all began. Two left, one to the right for this Ram offense for the quarterback, Evan Leake, on second and long, pardon me. And they'll gain about 1 up the middle for, I believe, Badger back into the ball game. So Badger gets a yard on the play. It'll be 3rd and 12 now for the Rams. Pardon me on the confusion on downs. Just past the bottom of the 7 o'clock hour. Second quarter action here in the King City. The Rams and Comanches both run the football fairly effectively. Comanches had a couple of quick scores while eating up clock, as oxymoronic as that sounds. Leake, the quarterback, looking downfield. Ooh, a little bit of fade towards the far, and there is Span. He'll have it about the 5 and go into the near corner of the end zone. What a heave by Evan Leake. And that is going to be a 40-yard score. The Rams' first offensive touchdown in a while against the starting defense. And that's a big pass there as he finds Span camped out behind the corner. And Amir uses his body to get to the end zone. 40-yard score, and the Rams are back within 6.
Span had the defender beat by so much, he turned around, stopped, caught it, and then ran into the end zone. What a play by Mount Vernon on that one.
They're going to fine Amir Span. I don't know if he had a permit to camp. With 8:53 left to go in this first half, it's new business here as the Rams are down 6, going to try to make it 4, as they'll go for 2 here. Shelby and Badger, it would appear, will be backs. As the Rams, I would assume, would go with some sort of power set. Nope. It'll be Jalen the back. Sweep by Shelby, trying to get in. Battles Cahokia's line. No, sir. He'll be pushed out of bounds at about the 5. So 12-6. There you have it. It's one way to do it. SSM Health, otherwise known as the SSM Health broadcast booth. If you're looking for a new doctor, go to ssmhealth.com/doctors. SSM Health, the healing power of presence. 8:53 to go. We are in second quarter action from Ken Hunt Stadium. The Rams will kick off.
Next Friday is the 6th annual Pink Out Games to Italian Cancer. The Curry Orphans are partnering with the Rams to Pink Out.
Pink Out night next week. Yours truly will have to remember to sport a pink dress shirt at the office next Friday, so I remember to wear pink here next Friday night.
Absolutely.
It'll be the home finale for the Rams. Senior night, Pink Out night, Centralia night. Maybe somebody will drop some bleach onto the orphan uniforms. Of course, they're wearing white next week anyway. Want to be wearing the red.
As if a homecoming game wasn't big enough the week before. You got your Pink Out Senior Night and Centralia coming to town.
Somebody could watch the home Reds and the away whites together. They'll get the Centralia pink for next Friday. Rams will be in black tops with pink numerics and lettering next Friday night. Many will have survivors or those who have lost the battle on their backs, some last names. The return at about the 30, make that the 25, and now outside the hash at the 25. And now they're going to say down. As he went backward, he being the ball returner, whose number I've still yet to see. Looks like number 7, Darian Dean, made some nice moves, but cost himself some yardage as he went all the way back to the 33. Where Cahokia will have it, 1st and 10 with 8:46 left to go in the half. It's 12-6, Mount Vernon trailing here. Cahokia with the football. Marion up 14-0 in the second quarter over Centralia. DuQuoin leads Anna Jonesboro 7-zip in the second. Benton, after 1, leads Massac County 6-love. Just some early scores. Last check, Carbondale at Altoff 3-zip. Scoreboard update sponsored by Tony Wilt. Glad to help your family with all of their insurance needs. Give his office a call. Find him on the web at TonyWilt.com or look for the white State Farm Jeep around town. Malik Shaw, the quarterback. Perry, the running back. 3 to the right, 1 to the left for the Comanches. And they're away whites, blue pants. Pass into the flat, Cortez Brown Jr. It's complete. At the 30, gets to the 35, trying to get to the 40. Runs into a wall of Rams at about the 39. So a gain of 7 will make it 2nd and 3 for the Comanches. We shall see if the Rams can not break here. Of course, Kerry Martin, I told you the Marion Wildcats looking fighting a 14-0 lead over Centralia. Kerry Martin looking for career victory 200 tonight at Centralia. Inside handoff to Perry. Danson with a first down. He's close, if not there. Right about a 3-yard gain for Vincent Perry the third. For those of you keeping score at home, that'd be Vincent Perry Jr. That'll be first down yardage, just enough. Oh, the Orphans have cut it in half. It's now 14-7. Centralia, I know you're concerned with that score.
Absolutely.
You'll have your own sports show tomorrow, one I'm not going to promote here.
I appreciate that.
I think we're head-to-head. I should know these things.
Yep. For an hour.
There we go. 1st and 10 from the 43. It's on WILY 1210 AM and 98.7 FM. You can figure out the hour we're head-to-head yourself if you want to tune in. But we appreciate it if you tune in to the Saturday Sports Show tomorrow, 8 until 10. Of course, there's some news in there at the 8 o'clock hour. 7:45 left in the first half here. We'll have an offsides on the Rams. It'll cut it in half. It'll be 1st and 5 now for the Comanches. For any sports-related injury, you need the Saturday Morning Sports Clinic from 8 until 11 inside the main lobby of Crossroads Community Hospital. Again, that's any sports-related injury. They'll have on-site MRIs, X-rays, and CTs. Same day, by the way. No appointments needed. All to help you get back in the game faster at Crossroads. Tough snap. Malik Shaw, some issues. Almost fumbled it, bobbled it, but held on. No gainer. 2nd and 5. So it'll be 2nd and 5 there. Just a tough snap. We've seen some of that on both sides tonight. 7:07 left to go in the first half here. 12-6 Cahokia if you just tuned in. Comanches led 12-0, and the Rams marched downfield. And by march down, it was a 40-yard pass from Evan Leake to Amir Span. Cut it in half. 2 right, 2 left for the Comanches. They are capable of doing the exact same thing here from the 48. Shaw looking downfield, gets away from the defender. Now that's going to be underthrown. Conway was too far downfield as he turned around to come back and get it. And it'll be 3rd and 5 now with the clock stopping at 6:41. Good play and coverage by Brody Rutherford. Had to stop and think of which Rutherford it was. 3 going through the school system here recently. Third and 5 for the Comanches. Ball in the Mount Vernon 48 on the near hash. 2 left, 1 right. Quarterback Malik Shaw. The Comanches trying to march downfield here before halftime, and maybe a hard count that got the Rams off sides, and that will be a first down for Cahokia. So Ram penalty. And the quote-unquote shot in the foot. So the Rams give the Comanches a first down at right about the 47-yard line in Mount Vernon territory. And now a case of really bending but not breaking here. Homecoming dance will be tomorrow night. For many of these young men on the field and some of those cheerleaders and whoever is attending. That's none of my business, as they say, but it is homecoming night. Rams trying not to have a disappointing homecoming. Quick pass in the flat. Going to be incomplete to Perry.
Good coverage by the Rams on that one. They had three men on the receiver. Probably good for his sake he dropped that ball.
Community First Bank of the Heartland. Balford and Dix, Woodlawn and Ina. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Two to the right, 2 to the left. 6:37 to go here in the first half. Rams trails 12-6. Cahokia with the football, trying to march downfield on 2nd and 10. Ball on the Mount Vernon 47-yard line. Another fumbled snap. Shaw tries to get away from the Rams and can't. Willis will eventually bring him down at midfield. Would be a loss of 3. So make it 3rd and 13 now for the Comanches out of St. Clair County.
All right, crowd. See if you can make some noise.
Ask and you shall receive on the noise from the crowd.
They're on their feet on 3rd down. 3rd and 14 for the Comanches. Actually an unfavorable spot. Pushes them back into Cahokia territory at their own 49. 6 minutes left to go in the second quarter. Up 12-6 is Cahokia. Out of the gun. Single back set, 3 left, 1 right. Looking downfield. There's a big sack in the pocket. Inside the hashes. That'll be all the way back to about the 42. Another loss of 7. It'll be 4th and 21 for Cahokia as Tyrese Owens, the defensive tackle, comes up with a sack there. Old number 70. And so 4th and long for Cahokia, and we'll more than likely see them punt.
Bend but don't break. We've said it multiple times. Good defense there by the Rams.
And a little bit healthier Ram team trying to play the role of spoiler in the South 7 Conference standings tonight. Late in this first half, Cesar-Vallejo-Waltonville leads Hamilton County 22-12. They're trying to solidify their playoff hopes. Of course, closed conferences. Usually a team with 5 wins gets in, but this erases any doubt as SVW would be getting win number 6. There's a snap on the punt. We'll have a flag on the play. Leak is back to get it about the 17-yard line. He went backwards a bit, and now another face mask. We have now seen every official throw a flag. There was 1 during the punt, and now 4 during the return, although I believe on the same play. So we'll see what the flags are here on the field with 4:56 left to go. See what the white hat has to say.
Doesn't get more obvious than everybody in the stadium calling the same call.
So they'll gather to communicate, given that so many flags were strewn about the field.
Here up at the line of scrimmage. And another flag for the tackle was made.
So false start on the offense.
It was a procedure against Cahokia declined.
Face mask
against
penalty.
Cahokia accepted.
So obviously the false start is declined. The punt and the face mask and a decent return. Should give the Rams pretty positive field position here with 4:56 left to go in the half. Worth noting, Cahokia will start with the football in second half play. 4:56 left to go in the second quarter. Community First Bank of the Heartland, the official voice of the Rams and Lady Rams. It's where local matters. A lot matters right now. The Rams could use a tying touchdown here. 1st and 10 from their own 34 after the penalty. Handoff will go to Badger. He swallowed up before he can get to the line. They may give him a no gain. If so, it'll be 2nd and 10. They'll give him a slight gain. All right, good field, good spot, I should say. So a gain of 1 for Eli Badger on the ground. Of course, don't forget we'll have your Joe's Pizza and Pasta halftime show coming up at the break. Order online right now at orderjoes.com. 2 left, 2 right. Out of the gun. Leak now looking to run. He pulled it down, and I was just to save his life as he is going to get a no gain here, thankfully. 3rd and 9 for the Rams.
Leak, the ball carrier, tackled by Adam Taylor Jr.
So the ball on their own 35 for the Mount Vernon Rams. Far hash spot. In motion, it'll be Banda. They'll go load up on that right side with the empty backfield. Leak out of the gun. Looking for a completion there. I think Banda. Obviously well short of first down yardage. Might have been a gain of 3 to make it 4th and 6. 3:39 to go in the first half. 12-6 Comanches. Rams have 4th down and about 6 to go. I would assume that Leak will be on the punt. Cahokia will try to return. Can't imagine any trickery here from the Rams. 3:15 left. They'll let some clock run here. And then we'll get a Cahokia timeout. Of course we will. Timeout sponsored by First Mid Bank and Trust in the corner of 34th and Broadway in Mount Vernon. If you've ever thought about starting a business or expanding an existing business, First Mid was recently recognized as the 2017 SBA Community Bank of the Year. Stop by First Mid and talk to Michelle about making your business dreams come true. First Mid is an equal opportunity lender. Well, Cahokia calls the timeout. Try to preserve some clock here on 4th and 9 with the Rams obligated to punt. 12-6 game. Rams are just down a touchdown. Combined, both teams are 0 of 3 from PAT. We're seeing 2 two-point tries, and Cahokia miss a point after. At least a point after kick. So the Rams will march back onto the field out of the timeout huddle. With 3:11 remaining here in the second quarter. 4th and 9. Ball on about the 38. Leak will be at about the 25 to punt. And a long snapper gets it to Leak. Here comes the punt. Line drive. It'll take Mount Vernon bounce finally inside the 30 down to about the 28-yard line where the Comanches will have it 1st and 10. So about a 45-yard net punt. And here we see the Comanches take over.
Still a lot of clock left for the Comanches before halftime. Let's see what the Rams can do on defense to try and hold them because, as you mentioned earlier, Cahokia gets the ball at the start of the second half.
They do, and if they can get a score before the half and a score to start the second half, look out. We'll have an extended halftime show. It is homecoming night here in the King City. Hoco at Ken Hunt. The dance will be tomorrow night, I believe, in Stanley Shagnon. At least it used to be at the old place. I know it has been here so far. Probably have decorated so far. Probably started after the assembly today. Out of the gun for Malik Shaw. 3-step drop, looking downfield, looking over the top. Has a man on a slant, and that one is going to be, probably a late pass interference call, as I was trying to remember who that was. Cortez Brown Jr. The Ram was Amir Spann, who ran straight into Cortez Brown Jr. It was a football move. Spann is down. And if there's a penalty on Amir Spann, there's something wrong. They're both going for a play on the football. No advantage really gained. Kerry Hammond of the Orthopedic Center going to take a look. We'll have an injury timeout here. 2:56 left to go. We're in the second quarter from Mount Vernon. The Rams trail the Cahokia Comanches. The visitors on tonight's scoreboard, 12-6. Here in the second. So we'll go from the 28 to the 43. Jared Kessler trying to plead his case.
And as you mentioned, it was a football play and a great play by both the defender and the receiver on that one. It was just bad luck that they ran into each other. I don't see any intent on a pass interference call, but I honestly think that's what they threw the flag for.
Kessler not happy, nor should he be. Trying to plead his case. A lot calmer than I would be. There's a little enthusiasm there for sure. So Spann will be helped off of the field. And Jared Kessler still not happy on the sideline. 2:56 remains in the first half. It'll be 1st and 10 for Cahokia. The ball all the way up on their own 43.
That ball hung up in the air for a while, and what a good play by Spann to cross the field and get to it. I just can't agree with that call.
I mean, I'm not looking to file charges in circuit court on Monday morning, but that's criminal.
Right.
1st and 10 from the 43. 3-step drop here by Shaw, and that's not a condemnation of the officials. I didn't mean it like that. As the Rams will swallow up the quarterback Shaw and drag him down to about the 45. Flag in the backfield about the 35. There are some holds in there somewhere.
Yep.
Saw some guys change directions after their jerseys were tugged. That usually suggests a hold. .248 to go in this opening half of football. Rams trail Cahokia 12-6. Cahokia trying to threaten here, although unforced error here on the penalty. Should be a hold. So it is a forced error. Pardon me. I was thinking it was a I thought it was a false start there for a moment, which would still technically be a forced error. Be that as it may, however, 2:48 left, and this one's going to go back. Almost about where it came from. Now even about the 29.
I didn't see the official call, but I'm guaranteeing it was a hold on that one.
Definitely pushes them back. Be first in quite a bit. Hand off to Perry. Spin move at about the 25. This will end up being a no gain because I had the spot of the football wrong. West Frankfort leads Heron 27-7 with about 6:30 left to go in the second quarter. 2:17 left to go. We are in the first half from the King City. The Mount Vernon Rams trail the Cahokia Comanches to the tune of 12-6. Quick throw will be complete to Levantes Conway. Rams will bring him down after a gain of about 2. So number 2, Levantes Conway, just a couple of yards to bring up 3rd and 27-ish. With a minute 45 to play in the second quarter. On 3rd and long, Cahokia not in any hurry to give the Rams the football back. Third and forever for the Comanches. Shaw will drop back to pass. Good block by his lineman. Pass will be thrown a little too far for the tight end Hudson. Came over the top at about midfield. It'll be 4th and 25. The clock will stop with a minute 24 to go.
Had a man open in the middle of the field. Would have been a great gain for the Comanches. 1:24 left on the clock. Just led him a little too far.
So the Comanches will punt, and Evan Leake is back to return at about the 38-yard line. Cahokia going to let the play clock run down. Here's the punt. That's a nice-looking punt at about the 40 in Ram territory, 35. They'll let it go, 30. Down to about the 29-yard line. That'll be 1st and 10 for the Rams with a minute 14 to go in the half. Mount Vernon trails 12-6. The action tonight sponsored by Community First Bank of the Heartland. They take pride in supporting their communities. Various sponsorships, donations, and partnerships. They love to be a part of the action, and there's no better action than Mount Vernon Rams football. Top of the hour, this is WMIX Mount Vernon. Free service from Withers Broadcasting. No flag. They pick it up. Minute 14 to go in the first half. Rams with the football, 1st and 10, about their own 29-yard line. Far hash is a spot. They move right to left. Nashville leads Pinckneyville at the break, 10-3, as we get you another Tony Wilt State Farm scoreboard. Maxwell will run out to the left side split. They'll have split right coverage as well. Single back out of the gun for Leak. Hand off to Badger. And he'll be shaken and not stirred, and a flag on the play. So Eli brought down, and a minute 10 left to go here in the first half. So it's a face mask again. 3rd of the night on the Cahokia. That'll erase the loss on the play, or thereabouts. Maybe you can give him a yard back. So on the 30-yard line, it'll be 1st and about 9. We'll drop below the minute mark here. Quarterback Leak with the snap, rolling left side. And now dumps one off, and that'll be complete to, I believe, where you say, near sideline for about 4 yards, maybe 3. Now the Rams call a timeout. They happen to burn. It's sponsored by First Mid Bank and Trust. Life is full of new steps. At First Mid Bank and Trust, they're ready to help you take those steps. So whether it's financing a business, saving for retirement, or insuring your new home, visit firstmid.com and take a new look at First Mid. They're ready to help you achieve your dreams.
Jefferson County Sports Authority is selling tickets for a raffle drawing. Winners will be drawn October 6th.
Joe's Pizza and Pasta halftime show will be coming your way at the break. It'll be an extended Joe's Pizza halftime. Of course, Joe's Pizza is the people's choice for Italian every weekend. Fridays, it's a family combo. Tomorrow, they'll have the 2 large unlimited topping pizzas. And Sunday comes with 2 large, 2 topping pizzas and an appetizer. Take your friends and head to Joe's, just off the square on Jordan in Mount Vernon. As I always say, you can take the antisocial route, order joes.com, and have it delivered.
That'd be my way to go.
That's one way to do it. We socialize all day, every day. Sometimes you just want to cram some pizza down the gullet in the safety of your confines of your own home.
Absolutely.
Joe's delivers. Order joes.com. We're going to go socialize with the friendly faces, smiling faces at Joe's Pizza. Great options. 45.6 seconds left to go in the half. 2nd and 3 for the Rams. 1 left. Make that 1 right. 3 left. A heave downfield again, and we are going to have a pickoff. Uh-oh. And now this one will be run back 30, 25.
Flag down in the backfield.
There we go. Now a flag on the sideline with 33.2 seconds left, as I believe that was Darian Dean. Took that all the way back to about the Mount Vernon 25. Rawr. .33.2 ticks to go on this first half clock. Officials talking it over after a couple of flags.
Evan Lee got up, not happy after that call. I'm wondering if we're going to see roughing the passer on that one. He did take kind of a late hit.
So 33.2 seconds left. There was an interception, but Leak was hit hard. Well, it's the verdict, White Hat. It's on Cahokia. I missed the initial. Looked like maybe a roughing the passer on Cahokia, and then a personal foul on the Rams. .33.2 seconds left before an extended halftime show. It's homecoming night here at Ken Hunt Stadium. We're in your SSM Health broadcast booth for Mount Vernon Rams football, which, of course, is sponsored by Community First Bank of the Heartland. Mount Vernon, Dix, Woodlawn, and Ina welcome you back to Personal Banking. Of course, it's where local matters. Try to get you updated on some scores at half. We'll get some stats, other info sent your way. Looking to come over the sideline, talk to Coach English. We'll see what that suggests. So they're going to walk one off from the 25. So they do that. And now the Ram penalty. And that'll decide where we are. Call me crazy, but when you have a 15-yard penalty and then another 15-yard penalty and you add and then subtract 15, you're probably right back where you started from.
Yeah.
Going to negate from Answer's interception.
Huh.
It's going to be Rams ball.
Take the interception away.
25-yard line.
Rerun the play.
There we go. Right back where they started from, 33.2 seconds left. 1st and 10 for the Rams. Leak with the snap, looking downfield. This will be complete to Badger about the 20-yard line in the flat. Now 25, trying to get somewhere to the 30. It'll be 2nd down yardage, 24.5 seconds left, and a timeout, Mount Vernon. Timeout sponsored by First Mid Bank and Trust, corner of 34th and Broadway in Mount Vernon. See Dwayne Gully for all of your home loan needs. First Mid, new name, same reputation. Same great reputation, clarify.
Timeout.
So the Rams will talk it over, and the latter parts of the second quarter get a little long in the tooth. So we'll see what the Rams are able to do out of the timeout. Time trickling down here in quarter number 2, getting closer to halftime. It'll be 2nd and 5. Rams trailed 12-0, but then a touchdown, 40-yard pass from Leak to Span. Cut it in half. No good on the PAT. Shelby sweep failed, as it would read in the newspaper. Or in the box score, no matter how you access it. And maybe, just maybe, we'll have some football. Rams will go 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Willis left side, Maxwell and Malone on the right. Badger the back, and there's the handoff. Eli brought down to about the 31. Short gain will bring up third down. I believe the Rams one more timeout to play with. Sponsored by, you guessed it, your friends at First Mid Bank and Trust. They are putting you first. You can count on familiar faces providing friendly banking service. They're ready to serve all of your banking needs, and with online and mobile banking, you can bank with First Mid anytime from anywhere. So smiling, familiar faces if you stop in. Convenient mobile banking online. Sounds like they have it covered at First Mid Bank and Trust. Apparently did not call a timeout. Your boy Hugo's an idiot. So we head to halftime. The Cahokia Comanches 12, the Mount Vernon Rams 6. We'll have your Joe's Pizza and Pasta halftime report coming up. This is Rams football powered by Community First Bank.
Get out and ride this fall in a Jeep from Holzhauer Auto and Motorsports in Nashville. It's Jeep Adventure Days. Your adventure starts now with a fantastic deal on a new Jeep from Holzhauer's. Tax, title, license, and dock not included. Rebates and discounts haven't applied. See us on Facebook or go to holzhauers.com. Save an all-new Chrysler inventory during the Jeep Adventure Days at Holzhauer Auto and Motorsports on 127 North in Nashville. Get the job done this fall in style in a new Ram truck from Holzhauer Auto and Motorsports in Nashville. It's Ram Power Days. You'll get a fantastic deal now. Come see why so many people choose Holzhauer's. Tax, title, license, and dock not included. Rebates and discounts haven't applied. See us on Facebook or go to holzhauers.com. Save an all-new Chrysler inventory during the Ram Power Days at Holzhauer Auto and Motorsports around 127 North in Nashville.
If you're looking for a new doctor, look no further than the new SSM Health Provider Finder. Search for physicians online based on conditions and treatments, name spellings and pronunciations, and locations near you. What's more, SSM Health doctors are known for taking the time to listen and connect with you. We call this the healing power of presence. You'll find this helpful tool at ssmhealth.com/doctors.
Stop in today at the Rend Lake College Golf Outlet for its going out of business sale. Save 25% off store-wide, including apparel, clubs, irons, and much more while supplies last. New store hours are 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Saturday and noon to 5 Sunday. All sales are final. No refunds, exchanges, or trade-ins. Visit the golf outlet located in the Rend Lake College Marketplace, located just off Potomac Boulevard in Mount Vernon.
When you're the people's choice for a favorite Italian restaurant, you're on top of your game, and that's Joe's Pizza. Where else can you go to get the great, superb Chicago-style pizza and amazing pastas? Yep, Joe's is the place. Joe's features homemade sauces from the Truppiano family's secret recipe. At Joe's, you can dine in, carry out, order online, and they deliver to just about anywhere. Experience pizza the way it was meant to be. Joe's Pizza, 819 Jordan in Mount Vernon.
This is Mount WMIX football from WMIX Sports. The Joe's Pizza and Pasta halftime show starts now.
AM 940, 96.5 FM, WMIXsports.com here at the half. It'll be an extended halftime show as the Mount Vernon Rams observe homecoming at Ken Hunt Field, Stadium, Park, Plaza, what have you. Chris Hugo, Doug Donahue alongside in your SSM Health broadcast booth for the Joe's Pizza and Pasta halftime show. Here after two quarters, the Cahokia Comanches a dozen, the Mount Vernon Rams a half dozen. That's 12-6 if you're trying to loosely translate Hugo speak, as we have a long halftime tonight. They're doing this homecoming stuff, and there's a lot of people to be introduced, which means a long halftime. So, Doug, we'll get into the stats a little bit later. We'll get into scores a little bit later. Here's just some quick thoughts a Ram team that we knew coming in, some keys had to be the defense. And you could say offense, defense, blah, blah, blah. Those are always going to be keys. But for the Rams to get on the board was important. We'll touch on that in a moment. But for the Rams to limit Cahokia, the number one offense in the conference, was going to be pivotal tonight. They've limited them to 12 points in one half of football.
Absolutely, and they've stopped Vincent Perry III in rushing, under 50 yards unofficially so far for the first half. And we've said it multiple times, and people are probably tired of hearing it. But that whole bending and not breaking, the defense for the Rams has shown up today. And honestly, I can't say I'm surprised. They have been that all season. They've done most of the scoring for the Mount Vernon Rams this year, and as we saw in Week 2 and throughout the season. But they have come to play, and they're not letting that Cahokia Comanche offense run all over them as we've seen them do all year.
No doubt about that. So give credit to the Rams defense there, but give credit to the Ram offense. Evan Lake, the fourth-string quarterback. And when you say fourth string, you kind of give the impression that, okay, maybe he's not good. That's not the case at all. Evan Lake, a phenomenal athlete, again, started as a freshman on varsity last year. And now this year, getting a start at quarterback. The second string and third string quarterbacks are back in the starting lineup as wide receivers. So just trying to use that athleticism. And it paid off tonight. Evan Lake found Amir Span for a 40-yard touchdown completion, and that's the offense getting on the board against a team starting defense.
Absolutely, and you mentioned him being the fourth string. Obviously, the injuries have plagued the Rams this season, and you've got to step up. And to see Evan as a sophomore do that stepping up, I mean, it's big news for the Rams. I mean, throughout the next couple of years, you have somebody as athletic as Leak on the field, and he's done one heck of a job running the ball tonight. And we've seen that, you have to overcome the injuries, and for this game and for most of the season, depending on the wins or losses is one thing, but Evan has come to play, and he's shown up these past few games.
Certainly has. We'll take a break on your Joe's Pizza and Pasta halftime report, come back and get you some stats. It's 12-6 Cahokia after 2 quarters in the King City. We'll come back with more. This is Rams football powered by Community First Bank.
At Community First Bank, we don't just say we care about our community, we live it. 2018 is the year of you, and with our Local Matters campaign, we are thanking you for shopping local and supporting our local communities. Join us throughout the year as we spotlight local businesses, host special events, and celebrate being part of the communities we serve. With 5 banking locations and 7 ATMs, we offer the largest network of banking facilities in the Jefferson County community. At Community First, we really do strive to put the community first in everything we do. Community First Bank, where local matters.
When you think about planning for tomorrow, it may seem overwhelming. At Country Financial, we have a suggestion. Don't get overwhelmed, get started. Because when it comes to solving the big challenges of tomorrow, you can start with simple steps today. With personalized insurance and financial services that can have a big impact on your family's future. Country Financial. When you're ready to start, we're ready to help. I'm Country Financial Representative Josh Finley. Please visit my office at historic 1004 Main Street, Mount Vernon, or call 242-4024.
The Saturday Morning Sports Clinic at Crossroads Community Hospital is the perfect way to get you back in the game faster and safer. Physician's Assistant Jason Doris is there to treat any sports-related injuries using state-of-the-art on-site CTs, MRIs, X-rays, and more. And there's never an appointment necessary. Just walk in and get treated. That's every Saturday morning from 8 till 11 at Crossroads Community Hospital's main lobby. Crossroads Community Hospital, proud supporters of Southern Illinois high school athletics.
Watch the Rams in stunning high definition at WMIXsports.com. Powered by Rend Lake College.
AM 940, 96.5 FM, and WMIXsports.com. Chris Hugo, Doug Dunahee alongside. Here from the SSM Health broadcast booth. Joe's Pizza and Pasta sponsors our halftime show. Order them online at orderjoes.com. Take advantage in person of some of their great specials this weekend or any day of the week. We'll touch on that a little bit later as the Rams trail Cahokia here at the half, 12-6. So that halftime deficit, I think we'll learn some more in these halftime stats. At least I hope we do. Unofficial, by the way.
Unofficial stats, by the way, on the ground for Mount Vernon. After a rough start for Mr. Badger, he's sitting at -3 yards so far. Had a couple of solid plays, getting hit at the line and picking up a yard or two on his last 4 carries. But again, those 2 big losses to start off the game. did not help. Other rushing, of course, we've talked about Evan Leake all night, unofficially sitting at about a 101 on the scorebook after some sacks he's taken today. Other rushing, David Maxwell has added 2 yards for the Rams in rushing there. So not great for anybody other than Evan Leake, but as we talked, the athleticism from Evan tonight has shown, and he's running all over the field, and see if he can keep that up in the second half. Passing for Leake, he's sitting at about 60 yards right now, including that 40-yard touchdown pass to Span earlier. That's Span's only yardage for the game so far, as that I have 40 yards on that touchdown, and Malone has added 1 catch for 7 yards, and James Ware has added 1 catch for 6 yards for the Mount Vernon Rams. So some offense showing up tonight, including that 40-yard pass. As we said, Span got ahead of the defense by a lot, came back and got it, still had room to score. So great to see the offense for the Rams coming alive in this game against a very solid Cahokia defense. Speaking of Cahokia and defense, the Rams have held Vincent Perry III to only 48 unofficial rushing yards in the first half, and that is not something you see every day. As we spoke earlier in the game, they have scored over 50 in 2 different games this season, including that last game against Centralia. So holding Vincent Perry III to only 48 rushing yards in the first half is great for the Mount Vernon Rams defense. Malik Shaw, -3 yards running for the Cahokia Comanches, but Malik Shaw has added 75 yards passing unofficially, including a 14-yard touchdown pass that went to Hudson earlier. That is Shimon Hudson, the tight end. That was early in the game, a very quick score for the Comanches earlier. In other receiving yards, we've got Cortez has 6 yards, Brown with 39 yards, and Conway has added 28 yards. Those are all receiving yards for the Cahokia Comanches. And again, all of those per Malik Shaw. 75 passing yards in the first half, has more passing yards than rushing yards, and that is something that I didn't expect to see from Malik, but they have gone to the air quite a bit in this first half. Not very many passes have been completed in that second quarter, but the first half was solid for the Cahokia Comanches offense, but only scoring 12 points goes to show how well the Mount Vernon defense has done.
If you want real Chicago-style pizza, Joe's Pizza is the place. Fresh salads and garlic breads complement that amazing Chicago-style pie. Joe's Pizza, voted the People's Choice, is off the square in Mount Vernon. Great statistical analysis from Doug Dunahee. I'm Chris Hugo here under Joe's Pizza and Pasta halftime. The Cahokia Comanches 12, the Mount Vernon Rams 6 here at the break. Extended halftime in the King City at Mount Vernon Township High School tonight. It is homecoming night. They're introducing all the King and Queen candidates. We'll take a break, come back, and maybe get you caught up on some scores. Stay tuned. WMIX, WMIXsports.com. This is Rams football powered by Community First Bank.
Have you checked your
Hi,
calendar?
Roy Smith,
It's National
Foursquare Mount
Care
Vernon,
Month
and
at
it's
One-Stop
SUV
Flooring
season. Stop in today and check out our great savings on everything from the EcoSport to the full-size Ford Expedition. The all-new EcoSport is designed for endless possibilities, sporting a compact look with a spacious interior. The Ford Escape is the perfect partner for spur-of-the-moment adventuring with comfortable seating for 5 passengers. To add a bit of luxury to your drive, check out the Ford Edge, a beautifully sculptured exterior with a luxury accommodating interior. The 2018 Ford Explorer is out with a fresh new attitude and offers seating for up to 7 passengers. And last but not least, the most interior space and luxury drive, try the full-size Ford Expedition. Right now, we have a limited number of certificates from $3,250 to $7,250. When these certificates are gone, so are the savings. Start your savings right here at Ford Square, 1501 Broadway in Mount Vernon.
Have you checked your calendar? It's National Care Stand Month at One Stop Flooring America. This is the perfect time to buy the soft, luxurious new Care Stand carpet you've always wanted. At One Stop Flooring America, we have the lowest prices of the season on our entire line of Care Stand carpets. Plus, get up to $1,000 back in Care Stand rebates. Remember, we measure for free and offer a lifetime installation guarantee. So much to choose from and so much to save during National Care Stand Month at One Stop Flooring America, 318 South 10th Street, Mount Vernon, 242-5712.
Get back to your sport. Get back to life. The talented team of orthopedic specialists at the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois lead the way in sports medicine with the latest non-surgical techniques for a speedy recovery, along with the latest innovations in arthroscopic surgery. Keeping young athletes healthy is their specialty, getting them back on the field sooner after an injury. See Dr. Ben Houle, Dr. Angela Freehill, and PA Devin Hertling today. Call 618-242-3778 or visit orthocenter-si.com.
Watch the Rams in stunning high definition at WMIXsports.com. Powered by Rend Lake College.
Extended halftime here in the King City. The Mount Vernon Rams trail the Cahokia Comanches 12-6. Chris Hugo, Doug Dunahee alongside WMIX, WMIXsports.com. Joe's Pizza and Pasta present our halftime show, and they are still going through the homecoming stuff here tonight in Mount Vernon. So we'll have the third quarter coming up a little bit later than we normally would, with hopes of before 10 o'clock departure. The way this one's running, anybody's guess. 12-6 ball game here at the half. We'll get some scores sponsored by Tony Wilcher, State Farm Agent, in just a moment. But all in all, we take a look at the stats, and Rams really have done a good job defensively of keeping the Comanches at bay. Really, you look back at the fumble on the first snap of the game, and you look back at a couple of other miscues, and it's another case where a Ram team that's been banged up, now a little bit healthier, is really trying to relearn that rhythm of playing together. They've done a pretty good job.
Absolutely, they have, and we mentioned that early fumble. We didn't know how it was going to start out for the Rams on this one. As we mentioned, the adrenaline from homecoming, and they've seemed to bounce back after not a good start to the first play of the game. But like we said, they've seemed to find that rhythm, and having some guys back has seemed to help.
Certainly has. A lot of things can help. Getting your guys back, especially Nick Malone and Kaya Banda, have certainly helped this Ram team tonight. However, you revisit that pass from Evan Leake, who's done a formidable job as QB4 for this Ram team, coming in as a wide receiver to play quarterback in a time of turmoil, and that find of Amir Spann heaving that pass toward the left sideline and finding him camped out, just waiting for it to get there. That's not a slam against the arm strength of Evan Leake. That's how fast Amir Spann is, and of course he beat the secondary, and it ends up rolling into the end zone for the score.
Absolutely, and Cahokia known for their speed as always. Their secondary very speedy. For Spann to get behind them and have to wait for the ball, like you said, is just a credit to his speed, and what a play it was. And Evan put all he had into it, got it there, got the job done, and got the score for the Rams.
Certainly did. We owe you another break. We'll take that now on your Joe's Pizza and Pasta halftime show. This is Rams football powered by Community First Bank.
Take your crew to the next Rams game in a new swagger wagon from Munkin Toyota in Mount Vernon. Save thousands on every new Toyota Sienna in stock, like stock number T1845 with an MSRP of $34,999 and a sale price of $29,468. That's a savings of over $5,500, including the Toyota rebate. Stop by and see us just off exit 95 from 57, or shop online at MunkinToyotaMountVernon.com. We're a new dealer on a new adventure with a new way for you to buy a car.
If you're looking for a new doctor, look no further than the new SSM Health Provider Finder. Search for physicians online based on conditions and treatments, name spellings and pronunciations, and locations near you. What's more, SSM Health doctors are known for taking the time to listen and connect with you. We call this the healing power of presence. You'll find this helpful tool at ssmhealth.com/doctors.
Back to the SSM Health broadcast booth. This is Mount Vernon Rams football from WMIX Sports.
AM 940, 96.5 FM, WMIXsports.com. So we have about 6 minutes or so before we start the second half of action. They'll put 3 minutes more than likely on a warm-up clock, or maybe not, because they did stop the clock there for a little bit in the action. Told you we get you caught up on some scores from around the area. We can tell you that at the half, Marion leads Centralia 24-7 in South 7 play. So a 24-7 lead, and Marion looking to be on their way to the 200th career win for Kerry Martin. Also at the half, Carbondale leads Altoff 17-7. That's also in South 7 play. Halftime scores: Cesarville Waltonville leads Hamilton County 22-20. Nashville over Pinckneyville 10-3. West Frankfort leads Heron 33-7. That is also at the half. Looks like in halftime, DuQuoin leads Anna Jonesboro 21-7. Benton leads Massac County 6-0. That is a quick look. Newton leads Flora 28-0. Another little Illini play. Of course, we'll have those scores for you later tonight on WMIXsports.com as well. All these scores sponsored by State Farm agent Tony Wilt. We still have to do, of course, the marching band. So there we go. Have that coming your way as well. Also at the half, Murfreesboro leads Harrisburg 33-7 tonight. We have all kinds of stuff from all over the place, but those are some quick scores for you. Belleville West leads Collinsville after one quarter, 31-0. Granite City did themselves a favor, it would appear, getting out of the Southwestern Conference. They lead Mater Dei 26-6. Edwardsville leads Belleville East 14-0. That is at the half. Also at the half, El Dorado leads Edwards County 8-6. And that's about all we got for the time being. Tony Wilt, your State Farm agent of Mount Vernon. Find him online, TonyWilt.com. Look for the white State Farm Jeep around town. See how you can get to a better state with State Farm. We'll take another break, come back, talk some more on this Joe's Pizza and Pasta halftime show. This is Rams football powered by Community First Bank.
With the new Ridgeline, Honda did not set out to build the typical pickup truck. Instead, they designed a capable, innovative, stylish truck that could only come from Honda. Hi, Roy Smith with Roy Smith Honda. The new Honda Ridgeline offers the most passenger volume in its class with comfortable 5-passenger cabin and offers features you just can't find on any other pickup, like a dual-action tailgate, lockable in-bed trunk, and truck bed audio. Every Ridgeline offers a capable 3.5-liter V6 with 280 horsepower, capable of towing up to 5,000 pounds. We did not forget about safety either, with available Honda sensing that provides peace of mind with collision mitigation braking, lane keep assist, blind spot monitoring, and adaptive cruise control. Stop in today and drive yours during our September to Remember Honda Ridgeline sales event right here at Roy Smith Honda, 1705 West Fayette in Effingham, Illinois.
Your home for the Mount Vernon Rams is WMIX Sports, powered by Community First Bank.
AM 940, 96.5 FM, WMIXsports.com. Halftime here at Ken Hunt Stadium. I feel a lot better. Mini rant there off the air. It's 12-6, Mount Vernon trailing Cahokia. And really, when you take into consideration what this night's all about, and the kids, and of course the marching band showcasing right now, and the King and Queen candidates, of course, introduced at halftime, and then watching the Rams warm up. And, you know, sometimes you lose sight of what these nights are really all about. I know I do at times, especially during about a 20, 25-minute halftime. But, you know, you get to see and you get to take this all in. These kids who are in attendance in the student section get to kind of soak it all in and get to experience this nice, cool fall night. Still a little warm yet for the time of year in Douglas. It's a good night for high school football and a great night for the Mount Vernon Rams, who are only down 6 at the half.
Hey, like you said, a great night for the Rams, only down 6. I literally just repeated what you said, but homecoming night is a big game. And the last 2 home games for the Rams tonight and next week are going to be big for them as the Orphans come to town next week. But to do so good defensively and offensively against a great Cahokia team on homecoming night is big for the Rams. And I know they're excited to get back on the field for this second half.
I think everybody's excited to kind of get this one going. I mean, you have a close game here at the break. Rams had their chances probably to maybe tie. Of course, Cahokia had their chances to really pull away, too. But 12-6 right now after 2 quarters. I would assume we'll get another 3 minutes of warm-up clock once the Rams marching band is done, and seeing some of the improvements they've made over the past, or at least the past 7 weeks. It's good to hear them playing. I think they played some Star Wars-inspired things, which always makes me happy. But I know getting back to high school football would make everybody happy here at Ken Hunt Stadium. On the campus of Mount Vernon Township High School, we are in the SSM Health broadcast booth. Let me tell you a little bit about Joe's Pizza and Pasta. And if you're hungry like I am, I'm going to make you miserable, but Joe's will make you feel a whole heaping, helping heck of a lot better. Joe's Pizza and Pasta, the people's choice for Italian. Of course, it's the weekend. They have some specials tonight, tomorrow night, the day after that. But Get in there on, they're closed Mondays, by the way. Get in there on Tuesday for the 2-pasta special or large 2-topping with 12 wings on Wednesday. And then all-you-can-eat spaghetti that you just missed last night. Take your friends and head to Joe's Pizza just off the square on Jordan Street in Mount Vernon. I'd eat them out of house and home on all-you-can-eat spaghetti. I can eat an entire 1-pound box by myself.
2 of my favorite things in one sentence. All you can eat and spaghetti.
There we go. At Joe's Pizza and Pasta, Mount Vernon, just off the square on Jordan Street here in the King City. So, there we go. 12-6. Rams trailing Cahokia here at the half. We just checked into some scores a moment ago. If you took everything and you froze it right now, where the halftime scores are, the Rams down 12-6, Carbondale leading Althoff 17-7, and Marion leading Centralia 24-7. You'd have Cahokia in front at 4-0, Carbondale at 3-1, Marion at 3-1, Althoff at 1-3, Centralia 1-3, Rams at 0-4, with a chance to really logjam some things next week. However, if you're the Mount Vernon Rams, you're down 6 to the front runner of this South 7 Conference. You come out and you have a strong second half. You get a stop on that first drive. Cahokia has the football to start the second half. Who knows? You might throw a wrench into things, and then you'd be looking at 3 teams at 1-3 and 3 teams at 3-1 in the South 7, and what a real logjam that would be at the top and bottom of the conference. And I know the Rams would certainly love to play spoiler here tonight against Comanches.
Absolutely. I think taking away everything from what this night is, being homecoming night, I think just in itself, how you've played against such a good team in the first half, I think that should make you excited enough to come out and pounce on them the second half. And like you said, a big stop in this first series would be huge for the Rams to come back and try and tie this game early in the second half.
Sorry, I'm trying to figure out what the marching band's got going on now. There was some Star Wars stuff earlier. I'm not picking it up right now. So Drake comes to town next week. Of course, Bobby Brenneisen and company trying to replace like 5,000 touchdowns and 50,000 rushing and passing yards from Javon Williams Jr., who they lost to graduation. Not easy, and they've had some growing pains this year. An orphan team that is 1-5, looking right now like they'll be 1-6. They come into conference play here next week on Pink Out Night and Senior Night. We'll have an extended pregame more than likely. So, factoring all of that in, it has the makings maybe to be something special. We saw a year. Orphans, I think, it might have been the Orphans 9-0 year. Rams were battling, I think, 1-8 or 2-7. Mm-hmm. God forbid, an 0-9. And I think combined for like 120 points.
Absolutely.
Is that your senior year? You remember that game?
Oh, yeah. And it was a great game. And absolutely, my senior year, when the Orphans went undefeated. And it's one of those things you kind of throw the records out the window sometimes when it comes to Rams and Orphans football. And I mean, next week they come in both, trying to extend their seasons for the better, I should say. Tough records for both of them. And but like I said, you kind of throw the records out the window when it comes to Rams and Orphans. So it'll be a great game, and to see Centralia and Mount Vernon team up for the Pink Out, the breast cancer awareness in October, is always a great sight to see as well.
Absolutely, and we'll see that next week. We'll have it on the air for you, 6:30 pregame, 7 o'clock kickoff, AM 940, 96.5 FM, where we are now, as well as you can watch it at WMIXsports.com. Now, keep in mind, we will not have video for Mount Carmel Week 9. Schools have the option, if they're on the national or the NFHS network, of limiting other schools' access, and Mount Carmel elects to take that option, at least they have in years past. So there will not be any live video streaming from Mount Carmel Week 9, so we'll wrap up our video broadcast Friday night next week. It'll be all audio at WMIXsports.com after that, and we'll have video back, we hope, for the Pyramid Plus tournament in Heron. For Rams basketball, Lady Rams usually open up the Thursday night before Thanksgiving, so they usually play Harrisburg. I believe that would be at Shagnon this year. That's when video would be back after Friday night.
Beautiful video, I might add. A little upgrade on the season. The high definition is definitely a joy to watch at this point.
We're glad to have it, of course. We've gone to a Mac-based platform, using all the same software, still going through YouTube, but it looks a lot better. It streams a lot easier, and really just looks a lot better to watch on your mobile platforms, and even your old desktop computers, your smart TVs, your Amazon Fires, your Rokus, your Apple TVs, your Chromecasts.
He'll run out eventually.
Yep. The PS4.
There you go.
Your web TV. 12-6 score. Right now, the Mount Vernon Rams trailing. Cahokia will start with the football first. The Rams will kick off out of half, looking for the onside kick, and they may have a chance at it. Did the Rams get it in bounds? Let's see where the officials point. It did roll out of bounds, so the Rams roll out with it. Rams are pointing as if they got it in bounds. We'll see what the officials say. Willis is jumping up, but it has that out of frustration or out of excitement. Nope, Cahokia football. So the onside kick caught me napping, almost caught the Comanches napping. The Rams couldn't quite get it before it went out of bounds.
What a turn of events that would be to start the second half. We mentioned making the stop, but if you don't need to make the stop, you get the ball. I mean, would have been great for the Rams, but let's see what they can do on defense here.
Quick update after 3. Benton leads Massac County 8-0. Rangers looking for their first win of the year. Massac's trying for their first as well. Here, the Rams trying for their second win, first in the conference. Cahokia trying to stay undefeated in South 7 play. They lead at 12-6. 11:56 to go in the third, just underway. Field position is on the 44 in Cahokia territory. Pitch left side for Perry. He'll run left sideline, pushed out of bounds near the line of scrimmage. And so for Vincent Perry the third, it'll be maybe a no gain. Community First Bank of the Heartlands, the official voice of the Rams and Lady Rams here on WMIX. Mount Vernon, Dix, Woodlawn, and Ina, welcome back to Personal Banking. Two left, two to the right. Out of the gun for the quarterback, Malik Shaw. Plays a pass to the left side. That'll be to Brown. Steps out of bounds. Pardon me, that's Conway. Steps out of bounds after about 4 yards. Shy of midfield to the 48. It'll be 3rd and 6 for the Comanches. 11:16 to go here in the third quarter. Comanches at one time under Antoine Galladay could get up and down the field. We saw the Rams one year at South 7 Conference title, I believe, on the line in 08. Cahokia had 20 seconds and had to go 80 yards. Jimmy Hunt and company, the future Mizzou Tiger, were able to get it done, and the Rams at home left unhappy. That was also a homecoming night. 11:16 to go in the third quarter here, 12-6 ball game. Hard to believe that was 10 years ago. Throw to the right side. This is Brown. Past midfield down to about the 46-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, right around first down yardage. We'll see where they spot the football. Saturday Sports Show tomorrow. Bobby Brenneisen, Centralia will preview Week 8. We'll talk to Jared Kessler. John Shadowins and his Red Devils of SVW trying to confirm their playoff role tonight against Hamilton County. We'll talk to him. Revisit some interviews with a little best of in hour number 2 all tomorrow on the Saturday Sports Show, sponsored by Crossroads Community Hospital. After the 8 o'clock news. Tight left side, the Comanches split to the right, 2 to the left. And now a handoff, Perry trying to stretch the field left side down to about the 45, gain of 1. Ran all that way for a 1-yard gainer. It'll be 2nd and 9 unofficially with about 10:35 to go in the third. Still 12-6 Comanches.
Perry, the ball carrier. Tackle by Maxwell.
Comanches will go 3 to the right, 1 to the left this time. Lone back is Perry for the quarterback Shaw. Comanches in their away whites, blue numerics and lettering, blue pants, glossy white helmets with the Comanche logo on the sides. The play clock will strike 0. So the carriage will turn back into a pumpkin, and the Comanches will back up 5 yards. Third quarter from Ken Hunt Stadium on the campus of Mount Vernon Township High School. We are in the SSM Health broadcast booth. Looking for a new doctor? Go to ssmhealth.com/doctors. SSM Health, the healing power of presence. Now out of the gun, single back set, 3 to the right. Conway will have it complete the 45. Near hash, near the 40, trying to slip the tackle by Malone. Finally brought down at about the 41. Gain of about 4 or 5, and Malone down on the field, not what the Rams need. Hope he is good to go. But for any sports-related injury, you need the Saturday Morning Sports Clinic from 8 until 11 inside the main lobby of Crossroads Community Hospital. Walk in, no appointment needed. Same-day x-rays, MRIs, and CTs can get you back in the game faster and safely with the Saturday Morning Sports Clinic at Crossroads Community Hospital. Marion now leads Centralia in the third, 31-7. Out of the gun, Shaw looking right side, now looking downfield left. And the pass that was almost picked, but that's going to be grabbed by the Comanches. Left sideline 20, pushed out of bounds, shy of the 15. At about the 18, 24-yard gain to, I believe, Cortez Brown Jr. Brody Rutherford thought he had stepped in front of it, thought he might go the other way. That allowed Brown to get a few extra yards. I thought it was a great play attempt by Rutherford. But now at 9:05 left to go in the third, 12-6 Comanches. Looking for the quick pass. Brown to the right side this time. Trying to fight the defender. Malone at about the 15. He'll get a gain of 2. So Cortez Brown Jr., old numero uno, gets a gain of 2 through the air up the right sideline with 8:50 left to go in the third. Clock will continue to roll. The play clock is at 15. 2nd and 9 for the Comanches. The ball on the Mount Vernon 16-yard line as they move left to right here in the third. 2 right, 2 left. Single back here out of the gun for Malik Shaw. 2-step drop, going to keep it himself. He's swallowed up, and the Rams will get him for a loss. They'll sack him in the pocket at about the 19 for a loss of 3 for Malik Shaw. That's great action. No better action than Mount Vernon Rams football, says Community First Bank of the Heartland. Of course, they love to be a part of the action, whether it's taking pride in their communities through various sponsorships, donations, and partnerships. Community First Bank is where local matters. 7:54 to go. We are in quarter 3 from the King City. The Rams trail the Comanches 12-6. 2 left, 2 right. Even on each side, the Comanche targets for Malik Shaw. Prairie is the back in the backfield. He'll provide blocking support. Shaw able to slip some tackles, goes right up the middle, finds a seam down to the 10, rolls to the 9. We'll see where they spot the football. It'll be down to the 10, gain of 8, 4th and 3. So a gain of 8 for the quarterback Shaw, running on the ground, keeping it himself. It'll be 4th and 3 after the 8-yard gain by the quarterback. 12-6 score. Cahokia doubling up the Rams here on homecoming night. And the 8-yard gain by Shaw has pretty good field position on 4th and short. It's manageable. He'll roll to the right side, looking to dump off a pass. Does so into the end zone. Nope, down at the 1. That'll be a 9-yard pass from Shaw down to Conway. So Shaw follows up an 8-yard run with a short pass. And with 6:50 to go, the Comanches threatening here. Shaw will call for it. Quarterback keeper takes it himself. It's 18-6 Cahokia. So a 1-yard touchdown run by Malik Shaw gets Comanches back on the board. Scoreboard updates are sponsored by Tony Wiltshire, State Farm agent of Mount Vernon. Look for the white State Farm Jeep around town. See how you can get to a better state with State Farm, or log on to TonyWilt.com. 18-6 here. Comanches going for 2 to try to make it 20-6. Look for the pass. Little turnaround number there, and that is going to be complete on the 2-point conversion. Both 2 or 3-yard pass. Levantes Conway for 2, and it's 20-6 Cahokia. 31-7, Marion leads Centralia tonight. After 3, Benton leads Massac County 8-0. Chester with a 28-0 lead over Carmi after 3. In the third quarter, DuQuoin leads AJ 21-14. Those are just some quick updates for you. We'll have your Schmidt Chevrolet Cadillac postgame show following this one. As right now we're about midway through the third quarter, and the Cahokia Comanches now lead this 20-6.
Varsity football team breakfast, Kingdom Seed Ministries, Central Christian Church, and Epworth United Methodist Church.
Saturday sports show tomorrow after the 8 o'clock news. Hope you'll join us for a couple of hours. Right now, just hope to see some football. Long layoff after the score. Rams are back out now with Leak and Maxwell back to return. They're on about the 10-yard line, trailing by 14. Rams tried an onside kick to open up the half, catch the Comanches off guard, but didn't quite work out. They thought they had recovered it. And now here's a kick on the ground. It'll be picked up, falling on it about the 36. Chase Belangi, probably a smart move there.
Kick covered by Chase Belangi.
Ball is at the 36-yard line for the Mount Vernon Rams. Moving right to left in the third quarter. 6:40 left to play. 20-6 score. Rams down 14 to Cahokia, the conference front runner. Looking to stay undefeated in South 7 play. The lone loss for the Comanches was back in week 2 to Cardinal Ritter, a team out of Missouri that is 6-0 coming into this week's action. Highly touted across that side of the Mississippi. 2 left, 1 right for the Rams. 2 backs in the backfield for the quarterback, Evan Leak. And now Badger getting some extra blocking, trying to sweep to the near side. Pulled down at about the 31, loss of 5, 2nd and 15.
Eli Bagwell, the ball carrier. Tackled by Rogers.
Community First Bank of the Heartland, Mount Vernon Dix, Woodlawn and Ina, the official voice of the Rams and Lady Rams here on WMIX. They are where local matters. 2 right, 2 left, your targets for Evan Leak. Badger the back in the backfield. He'll switch sides a couple of times, and away we go. Looking to the right side for the pass. That's to be picked off by Cahokia. Running toward the far corner of the end zone, as that'll be about a 30-yard touchdown on the pick 6. As that was Darian Dean on the pick 6, and that, without any flags, will make it 26-6.
Interception run out by Darian Dean.
So Dean, the senior corner, stands about 5'8", $160. About a 30-yard touchdown off of the pick 6. And now the Comanches more than likely will go for 2. Why wouldn't you? Unreal. Just tough play there. Looking to the right side, trying for a quick pass. Near the original line of scrimmage, and just stepping in front was Darian Dean. And then hightailed it to the end zone. Of course, John Clay in his 3rd year was with Darren Sunkett for quite a while at East St. Louis, and I think even at Riverview Gardens. He was an All-American at Mizzou. First-round draft pick by the Raiders, played with the Chargers. Had a neck injury that derailed his NFL career. Got into coaching close to home. I believe went to Northwest Academy. That's a 2-point conversion is good. In fact, I lost sight of where I was, waiting for Cahokia to come back onto the field and mold myself into a story as they complete the 2-point conversion, 28-6 to score. So the bright side here, Rams get the ball back, but it's been turnovers tonight that have derailed their efforts.
Looked to be the tight end Hudson on that 2-point conversion.
So Shimon Hudson, I believe, had the first touchdown of the night. Gets a 2-pointer to his credit there. And now 28-6 ball game brewing here at Ken Hunt Stadium. Chris Hugo with you, Doug Dunahee alongside. If you're watching us online at WMIXsports.com, thank Rend Lake College, who can save you thousands on your collegiate education. See how and apply online at rlc.edu. Rend Lake College, your journey starts here.
Order your shirt tonight at the table near the entrance to Ken Hunt Stadium.
5 minutes, 52 seconds remain.
Game next Friday.
Here in the third quarter from the King City. We're in the SSM Health broadcast booth on AM 940 and 96.5 FM. Just shy of the top of the hour here in the Central Time Zone or in any time zone. Usually the minutes don't change, just the hour. So if you just generically say top of the hour, you're pretty well consistent across the land, but close to the 9 o'clock hour here in the Central Time Zone. Awaiting kickoff. 5:52 to go. On the ground, I think Belangi again, shy of the 40. They're going that direction to the left, and he got it. Rams still start, I believe, at their own 38. So 1st and 10 for the Mount Vernon Rams here. This one gets a little longer in the tooth. It's a 28-6 Cahokia lead. And now 1st and 10 for the black clad at Mount Vernon Rams. Back at it Friday night against the Centralia Orphans. We'll have it for you here. 6:30 pregame, 7 o'clock your kickoff. You can watch it live, WMIXsports.com. Our final video cast of this football season. Barring well, they're not going to get into the playoffs. They're eliminated. Let's say barring a miraculous playoff run, we'd bring it back for that, but that's unlikely. Leak on the QB keeper, rolls left side, 40-45. Going to be brought down to about the 48-49. And that should be a first down from where I sit. And it will be. It'll move the chain. 7.5-yard gain for Leak on the ground. 5:38 to go for the Ram leading rusher, quarterback Evan Leak.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Evan Leak on the ground has been nearly unstoppable for this game so far. Over 120 yards now.
But nothing short of phenomenal. Leak will empty out the backfield. 1st and 10 from their own 49. Near hash the spot as the Rams move right to left. Almost a lateral there in the backfield as Badger will run up the right hash. Gets past midfield down to about the 47, but there's a flag. Here in the SSM Health broadcast booth, we remind you that if you're looking for a new doctor, go to ssmhealth.com/doctors. SSM Health, the healing power of presence. See what the officials say happened. Hold on the Rams. So what gain it was is all for naught. Going to come back. Come back and then some. So they'll march off the holding penalty. They'll go back. So 2 flags on the play. Personal foul and a hold. Now the Rams are going to be marched back 25 yards, it would assume. It would look like anyway. All the way back to the 26. Holy cow. Unreal. 1st and forever for the Rams and Evan Leak. The quarterback out from the gun, and now he'll be sacked at about the 20. Then it just became 2nd and a nightmare. It's about 2nd and 39 or so for the Rams here. 2nd and freaking forever. With 4:45 to go in the third. 28-6. 2 penalties on the play that pushed them back 25 yards, then a sack for a few more. Empty backfield out of the gun for Evan Leak. You feel for him here. And now a flag. 5 more yards.
My goodness.
Well, Community First Bank of the Heartland, Mountford and Dix, Woodlawn and Ina. Or local matters. They love to be supportive of their communities, the communities they serve. Just love to be a part of the action. Sponsorships, donations, partnerships. No better action than Mountford and Rams football, they say. Rams are going to prove it here. Second and about 43. From their own 16. They have to get to the opposing 41. Low snap, and that's going to be trouble. And Leak will fall on it just outside of the goal line. And I don't know that it can get any worse at this point. I mean, it can. It can always get worse.
Yeah, it can always get worse.
So, we'll see where they spot the football. It's inside the 5.
Looks to be down about the 3.
So about the 3. It's going to be third down and 56 yards to go. Ball on their own 3-yard line with 3:18 to go in the third, trailing 28-6.
You know Cahokia is going to send everything they've got at this play right here.
I would have to
Got to
assume.
get rid of it quick.
Lee calls for the snap, and now it's into the end zone. It's a safety. Holy cow. Or touchdown. What am I even thinking? Of course, I wasn't thinking on third and 56 either.
Yeah. I would have taken a safety.
I thought a Ram initially fell on it, but no, Cahokia came up with it. All in their lonesome. That's in my blind spot. So I'm peeking around walls, looking through windows, and it is 34-6 on a defensive score by the Comanches. Oh, man. I've never seen a holding followed by a personal foul. So that's 25 of the yards. A sack got about 5 more. A penalty about 5 more. Another sack inside the 5. A bad snap ends up as a touchdown. Unbelievable. That's just tough. You feel bad for the kids. As Cahokia is going for 2, obviously. A running play to get it into the end zone. They make it.
2-point conversion is good. Vincent Perry.
I believe Perry the third got the scamper on that one, and it's 36-6. A huge swing here in the second half. WMIX Mount Vernon, top of the 9 o'clock hour. 3:06 left to go in the third. 36-6. Man.
This is not the way you thought Mount Vernon was going to come out after having such a solid half on defense against, as we've seen, not only one of the best offenses, but the best defenses in the conference. Now down by 30 points, 3 left in the third.
18 unanswered points so far in the third quarter for the Cahokia Comanches. As we prepare for kickoff in Mount Vernon. Community First Bank of the Heartland. Mountford and Dix, Woodlawn and Ina, where local matters. Proud supporters of Mountford and Rams football through thick and thin. Lady Rams with a 2-set sweep last night. Lost to Marion. Lady Rams are back at it this coming week. They found out their playoff destiny. They head to the Harrisburg Regional on Monday night, the 22nd. They'll battle Alney at 6 p.m. at Davenport Gym. Here comes the kickoff. Bounce to the left side, out of the reach of Belangi. May fall out of bounds. Yep, flag on the play, and yada, yada, yada. Rams will have it 1st and 10 unless they force Cahokia to kick off, and at this point I don't know why you would. 3:02 left to go in the third. 36-6 to score. Let's see if the Rams can start chipping away here late in the third quarter. Get some offense going tonight. Keep in mind, you're talking about the South 7's #1 offense and the South 7's #1 defense. Trying to get something, anything going. Leak the quarterback out into the huddle. 15 on the play clock, 3:02 left to go on the game clock. 36-6 score. Span will go left side. They'll have 2 on the left. Going to be a running play here to the left side for Badger. And that fast linebacking unit pushes Badger back to about the 30. About a 5-yard loss. It'll be 2nd and 15 for the Rams. 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Single back is Badger for the quarterback leak. It'll be Willis and a man left, 2 to the right. Right on the 30-yard line on the near hash. Looking downfield. That'll be a lateral in the backfield. Badger's going to have to get there, and he'll be swallowed up at about the 21. So a loss about 9 or 10. I'll make it third and about 25.
Lateral to Badger.
And the Rams are very fortunate. Cahokia didn't get to the ball first. So the Rams take a timeout here, sponsored by First Mid Bank and Trust on the corner of 34th and Broadway in Mount Vernon. Even though it's written out for me, so I'll just stop and think where exactly 34th Street was in the King City, even though it's a road I take every day. If you'd like to earn $80 per year just for making everyday purchases, stop by First Mid Bank and Trust at the corner of South 34th and Broadway. Learn about the money-saving benefits that come with Premier Checking. I know exactly where that is. Besides, you live here all your life. You take the roads, the routes, the routes, all for granted. But appreciate First Mid for their support of Rams athletics for another year during our timeouts. Rams can just use some support on the gridiron. Injuries and trying to find that rhythm now that more and more are getting healthy again. They had to call up freshmen a week ago just to have a full roster against Cahokia, and by full or against Carbondale, full roster, just more kids in case anybody got hurt. They played some freshmen late in that one. Good experience for those freshmen a week ago. Of course, the Ram quarterback, Evan Leake, was a freshman starter as a safety last year, and now quarterback thanks to injury this year. Badger will be his his running back, 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Looks like Willis and Banda on the near side. Malone span right. Dropping back is Leak to pass. He'll fight through traffic, slip through at about the 20, and shy of about the 25. He'll fall to 23. And that, my friends, I believe is the line of scrimmage for no gain.
Ball carrier.
So 4th and Dix to go. That's where the Rams feel like they're backed up to at this point. Oh, heck, that might have been the last time they had the football. They're backed all the way up to exit 103 on the interstate. But now on 4th and 23, the Rams will punt the football with 1:33 to go in this third quarter. There's the punt. It'll take a Cahokia bounce at around the 45, and it'll be picked up at around the 47 by Belangi. Good move.
47-yard line where the
So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Comanches. Great field position. With 1:21 left to go here in this third quarter. Chris Hugo, Doug Donahue alongside WMIX, WMIXsports.com. Congratulations to Justin Groves, the head coach of the Benton Rangers, his first career win. A 14-0 win over the Massac County Patriots tonight, our first final into the booth. Sponsored by Tony Wilcher, State Farm agent of Mount Vernon. 1:22 left to go in the third frame here from the King City, 36-6 Cahokia. 1st and 10 from the Mount Vernon 47. 2 right, 1 left. Handoff up the middle to Perry. Gets to the 45, down inside to about the 41. Gain of 6 will bring up 2nd and 4.
Perry, the ball carrier. Tackled by Maxwell and Lee.
After 3, Frankfort leads Heron 33-21 in the battle of former South 7 teams. Chester beats Carmi 35-zip.
Timeout, Mount Vernon.
Now we have a timeout on the field. The Mount Vernon Rams take this timeout, sponsored by First Mid Bank and Trust, where they are putting you first. Also ready to serve all of your banking needs. You can also talk to Dwayne Gully, walk you through the loan process if you're planning to buy that new home, and answer all of your questions, get you moving quickly on that mortgage. First Mid is an equal housing lender. Apollo play. Effingham leads Charleston 49-34 in the third. We'll have that final for you tonight on WMIXsports.com. Also sponsored by Tony Wilt. See what happens out of the timeout. After 3, Granite City leads Mater Dei 26-14. Less than a minute to go here in the third. 36-6 Cahokia. Comanches with the football. It'll be Perry. Off tackle left side. Has running room. It'll be Evan Leake left to beat. 20, 15, 10. Another gear. 5. Touchdown. 42-yard score for the Comanches. It's 42-6.
Perry from 42 yards out.
Perry's biggest gain of the night, almost doubles his total. He now sits at 99 yards unofficially.
.4 ticks to go on the third quarter clock. Rams football is sponsored by Community First Bank. We await the 2-point. Nope, we await the point after attempt. The point after kick is up, and it is good. It's 43-6.
Kick is good by Hayden Brown.
The Cahokia kicking game has them a field goal away from a running clock. And if you're a Ram fan tonight, you're a little saddened. Obviously, you saw things at the half, 12-6, and Cahokia just sort of kicked it up a notch. Some balls bounced their way, and some good fortune. With 44.4 seconds left in this third quarter, it's a 43-6 game. And now the Rams look to Centralia Pop for their South 7 win next week.
And we knew the Cahokia team was capable of pulling a game like this off, as they have a few times this season. But I really did not expect them to come out this second half and run all over Mount Vernon like they have. But I can almost guarantee and put money on where this kickoff is going to go.
Will it be the Belangi Magnet again? They've gone his direction the past few times, and the kid with those sure hands has just fallen on it. You love the effort. You'd love to get a Ram return, however. Nope, it'll slip past this time. Picked up on the ground. Looks like Malone at about the 30, 35. They'll stand him up. That'll be about all he gets. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Rams there.
Nick Malone on a kick return. He gets it out to the 35-yard line before he's stacked up there.
Of course, we'll have that fourth quarter coming up in a matter of moments. 37.9 seconds to go in the third. Rams take over 1st and 10 from their own 36-yard line. Chris Hugo, Doug Donahue alongside. Brianna Sanders back at the studio. Jeff Crow with us in the SSM Health broadcast booth. Takes care of the camera for WMIXsports.com. Two to the right. It'll be Malone and Span. Tie left. Nope. Yep. I don't know if the Rams had all 11 out there or not. As Shelby will get the carry. Inside handoff. Gain of 1 as he hops over. So number 32, Jalen Shelby. Slight gain. I'm going to say no gain on the yardage marker. I'm going to say a slight gain because I can. 2nd and 10. Gain of about a centimeter. I really thought he got a full yard out of it. 14 seconds to go. Will they go with the play here? Willis and Banda to the left, 2 to the right. 7 seconds left. Quick snap, looking downfield. That's going to be a quick pass intended for Malone. Falling incomplete in front of the cornerback, Levantes Conway. It'll fall incomplete, and the clock will turn goose eggs. We're at the end of 3 quarters in the King City. It is the Cahokia Comanches 43, the Mount Vernon Rams 6. This is Rams football. We'll come back to the fourth, powered by Community First Bank.
This is Jason Newell with Community First Bank. We believe in promoting the growth of the ag community by supporting our local 4-H and FFA organizations. We know they are the future of agriculture. And when it comes to agriculture, Community First Bank has deep roots in Southern Illinois. We are committed to providing the combination of competitive rates, quick decision-making, and a local agricultural understanding you won't find at large corporate banks. Community First Bank with locations in Mount Vernon, Woodlawn, Dix, and Ina, where local matters.
The Saturday morning sports clinic at Crossroads Community Hospital is the perfect way to get you back in the game faster and safer. Physician's assistant Jason Doris is there to treat any sports-related injuries using state-of-the-art on-site CTs, MRIs, X-rays, and more. And there's never an appointment necessary. Just walk in and get treated. That's every Saturday morning from 8 till 11 at Crossroads Community Hospital's main lobby. Crossroads Community Hospital, proud supporters of Southern Illinois high school athletics.
This is Mount Vernon Rams football, powered by Community First Bank of the Heartland.
We enter the fourth quarter in Mount Vernon. The Rams trail the Comanches of Cahokia 43-6. A turnabout in Carbondale. The Terriers now trail Althoff 21-17 after 3. After 3, Marion leads Centralia 31-14. Rolling to pass here on 3rd down and 10 to open the fourth quarter. Leak pulled it down, ran for a yard. It'll be 4th and 9. 11:47 to go in the fourth. 43-6 Comanches. 4th and, they're going to say closer to no gain. It's about 4th and 10 here as the Rams will likely punt. So on 4th down, the Rams will punt it away to the Cahokia Comanches. 43-6 lead for the visitors from St. Clair County. Nice tight spiraled punt. Picked up at about the 31, and they're going to say that he was down. He being number 7. I believe his knee may have touched the green grass. Darian Dean. Community First Bank of the Heartland, Mountford and Dix, Woodlawn, Ina. Love to be a part of their communities, whether it's through donations, sponsorships, partnerships, you name it. Community First Bank believes no better action than Mountford and Rams football. It's action they want to be a part of. (43-6) score, 11:13 left to go. We are in the fourth quarter here for Mount Vernon. 2 left, 2 right for the Comanches. New quarterback is Carl Lofton, the freshman. We'll see some new bodies into the game for the Comanches, up 43-6 with 11:12 to go. And we'll get a flag or a timeout or something or this or that or the other delay of game. How about that? We're in the SSM Health broadcast booth tonight, not far from the new SSM. If you're looking for a new doc, go to ssmhealth.com/doctors. SSM Health, the healing power of presence. Pinckneyville, actually Nashville beats Pinckneyville tonight, 24-3. Highland all over Waterloo, 56-14, and something happening here with the Comanches up 43-6 and 11 minutes to play. It was 2nd and 15.
I didn't catch the number.
Gain of 4 on the ground by number 28, Quentin Jones, the freshman. Lofton, the quarterback. Jones, the running back. 2 left, 2 right here as the JV offense is taking the field. It'll be a run-off tackle to the right side. Down to about the 31. Gain of about 5. It'll bring up 3rd and 6. Cahokia not wanting to run it up. Westland falls tonight, 49-9. Westland now coached by former Centralia and modern-day coach Ray Colling. Not the start he wanted, but I think they kind of predicted that. 3rd and 5, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Jones the carry. He'll try to go between the middles. Try to find a gap, doesn't. Down at the 35, gain of 3, 4th and about 3. So another short gain by Quentin Jones, and it gives way to 4th down. Shaw, the original starting quarterback, also the punter, is on the punt on 4th and 4 with 9:30 to go in the fourth quarter, 43-6 to score. Flag on the play as the punt is off. And Cahokia does not want the Ram to return.
Buffalo's did at the 29-yard line. We have a flag on the play.
So it'll be 1st and 10 at the 29, depending upon the spot after the flag. Streaming at WMIXsports.com, presented by Red Lake College. Save thousands when compared to a 4-year school, and the best part, well, you stay right here in your own backyard. Red Lake College, your journey starts here. You're going to see an underclass game breakout in parts. Of course, you have some varsity call-ups to the roster, and we're working to get our rosters from Mount Vernon updated. Just missing a few of them freshman names that we saw come up last week and see varsity action. $9:14 to go in the game. Community First Bank of the Heartland, the official voice of Rams sports here on WMIX. Three to the right, one to the left. Quarterback here, Leak will hand off to Badger, trying to run up the middle. No gain, 2nd and 10. Clock will continue to roll down past the 9-minute mark. For any sports-related injury, you need the Saturday morning sports clinic from 8 until 11 inside the main lobby at Crossroads Community Hospital. No appointment needed. Treatment on site with same-day x-rays, MRIs, CTs, all allowing you to get back in the game faster and safely. Crossroads, how about Carbondale back on top of Althoff? 24-21 in the 4th quarter. Handoff to the right. Gain of about a yard by Jalen Shelby. Schmidt Chevrolet Cadillac presents our post-game show, 3423 Broadway in Mount Vernon. Schmidt Chevrolet. Leak comes back from the sideline with the play call. 8:10 left to go in this one. 43-6 Cahokia. Murfreesboro all over Harrisburg tonight, 60-15. 2 left and 2 right for the Rams. Single back set, Shelby. Looking downfield is Leak, and that one's going to be thrown toward Ware's direction. So James Ware came over the top. Would have had first down yardage. Instead, it'll be 4th and 9. Clock stops with 7:50 to go.
Thrown a little bit behind him on that one. I think had he let him just a tad bit more, Ware could have picked up some yardage after that catch.
Comes up just short of the effort. Gabe Taylor will come back in on the line to punt. Leak on 4th and 9. That's not Leak. We'll have a left-footed punter now. Unfortunately, not on the roster. And unfortunately, a little backspin to it to the 40. And we'll have some more of these youngins check in. We'll do our best to get you that updated roster before the Centralia game next week. So for the Comanches, they'll send Lofton back out at quarterback and Quentin Jones, the running back. They'll have 2 to the left, 2 to the right. 7:42 to go in the game. Cahokia up 43-6. Handoff up the middle for Jones to the right side. Not going to get much running room. Gain of about 2 makes it 2nd and 8. Tony Wilt, glad to help your family with all of their insurance needs, so give his office a call. Find him on the web at TonyWilt.com or look for the White State Farm Jeep around town. Get you a full scoreboard later tonight at WMIXsports.com. Action from all over the state. 7 minutes, 7 seconds. Handoff. Jones from Lofton. Lost this time of 2. That'll be 3rd and 10, depending upon the spot of the football, of course.
Jones dropped down in the backfield.
Alton leads O'Fallon 42-14 after 3. Marion now leads Centralia 38-14. Altoff last check was trailing Carbondale now 24-21. Between the hash run on third down for Jones, he'll get to about the 45. Gain of 4.
Tackled by David Ford.
So these freshman call-ups, of course, are getting some PT tonight. 5:53 to go here in the fourth. 43-6 score.
Jones for Cahokia has 16 unofficially in only 6 runs.
So on 4th and 4, it'll be a punt. Rams will try to return it. Brought down, number 20. And between 20 and 25, we'll say the 22. We'll work to get you an updated roster.
There was another flag.
Next week. There was a flag in there somewhere. It's against Cahokia. You're right. Good call. Great call. Community First Bank of the Heartland, a better call. The official voice of the Rams and Lady Rams here on WMIX. Proud to be a part of their communities. Mountford and Dix, Woodlawn and Ina. They are where local matters. Saturday sports show coming your way tomorrow here at WMIX, WMIXsports.com. And here's the punt. And it'll take a Cahokia bounce all the way down to the 20, where the Rams will have it 1st and 10 with 5:08 left to go. Jana Jonesboro's come from behind to take a 36-35 lead over DuQuoin with 2:22 to go in that one. As the Tony Wild State Farm scoreboards keep coming into the booth. 1st and 10 from about the 21-yard line. Far hash the spot for this Ram offense. We're going to see some new faces. One left, 2 to the right. Fake handoff and quarterback keeper as the quarterback, number 10, Evan Leake. Runs right up the middle for a gain. Ooh, he's going to get a nice yardage out of it. He's going to get a gain of about 6.
Leake definitely had to fight for that extra yardage there. Carried a Cahokia defender about 2-3 yards there. Not easy to do with this big Cahokia line.
4:30 mark of the fourth quarter. 43-6 ball game. Rams trailing. They're back at it next week against the Centralia Orphans on Pink Out Night. Handoff at the middle to Shelby. Gets about 2 on the play. It'll be 3rd and 3. We'll have your Schmidt-Chevrolet Cadillac post-game show following this one. Video online thanks to Rindley College. All of the action courtesy of Community First Bank of the Heartland and all of our great Rams and Lady Rams sponsors. Lake, the quarterback. Single back set out of the gun. 1 on each side as far as the targets, and it'll be quarterback keeper on the fake handoff. It'll be 4th and short now and a gain of 1.5. Went left side, no gap. 3:43 left to go. 43-6 Comanches. Centralia here at home 1 week from tonight. Then the Rams will close out the regular season on the road at Mount Carmel. A Mount Carmel team that's maybe not as strong as they've been in years past. Mount Vernon will take a timeout here, sponsored by First Mid Bank and Trust. If you're looking for a checking account with a convenient debit card, Stop by First Mid at the corner of 34th and Broadway. Ask about basic student checking. Its name is just that. It's a checking account designed just for students. .313 remains here in the fourth quarter. 43-6. Cahokia on top.
And the concession stand wants to let everybody know that pizzas are available. $5. That's right. $5 pizza.
43-6 ball game. Cahokia leads. 3:13 to go. It'll be 4th and 1 for the Rams. They will punt. The lefty boom will be taken by Cahokia.
Good coverage.
That's great coverage. Number 15, Isaiah Sanders, tried for the return. Some Rams we do know, and on the tackle I saw Belangi, Malone, and I think Banda in on that.
Lost his helmet on that tackle.
So with 3:04 left to go in this one, of course, we'll have your Schmidt Chevrolet Cadillac postgame show. We'll have some scoring and stats. We'll pick 3 stars of the game. We'll do a lot of things. Don't forget your full Tony Wilt State Farm scoreboard at WMIXsports.com. Coming up later tonight, we'll post that. Lofton, the quarterback for the Comanches. On 1st and 10 from their own 33, it'll be a carry by Jones. Sweep to the outside, now try to break for it. Gets to the outside, and he has the speed to get away from everybody. 20, 15, 10, and there is Rutherford not giving up on the play. Of course he won it. Down to about the 9-yard line. Unbelievable. That's about a 58-yard run. 58 yards by Jones. I need the first name Hugo. It is Quentin Jones. My apologies to Mr. Jones. Runs like Dr. Jones.
I mentioned that total earlier, 16 yards for Jones. Until that, of course, I was sitting at about 74. Quick.
1st and goal from the 9. 2:44 left to go in this one. Lofton, the quarterback. 2 targets right, 2 to the left. Single back is Jones. Low snap. It'll be troublesome. Lofton trying to make a break for it. Gets to about the 12 on the loss. It'll be 2nd and goal. Just a little longer to go now for the Comanches. Trying to get into the end zone with 2:23 left to go. Their reserve offense. Two to the 3 to the right, 1 to the left for the Comanches. Jones the back for the quarterback Lofton. With 2:02 left to go, we'll drop below the 2-minute mark. Sweet play right, and the Rams will sniff this one out. It's 3rd and goal with 1:50 left to go. Community First Bank of the Heartland, the official voice of the Rams, WMIX. So 3rd and goal for the 19-yard line for Cahokia. 1:28 left in this one. The Rams will drop to 1-6. They will be 0-4 in the South 7. The Comanches will be 6-1, now officially in the playoffs. 4-0 in the conference. They have Althoff next week. The Rams have Centralia. Carry up the middle. Jones will get inside the 15, down to about the 11. It'll be 4th and goal. See if Cahokia's kicker has the leg for a field goal. Probably not. At least they've not attempted one in recent years. 45 seconds left, 19 on the play clock, so this 4th down play will have to be run. Cahokia leads at 43-6.
Timeout. Cahokia.
First Mid Bank and Trust is your one-stop financial resource. In addition to banking services, First Mid also offers wealth management, insurance, and ag services. As a timeout is taken here, 4th and goal from the 12-yard line. 36.1 ticks to go on the fourth quarter clock.
Wear your pink. Bring some friends. Let's pack this stadium as the Mount Vernon Rams beat Centralia.
So Kerry Martin gets his 200th win tonight. So the Marion Wildcats, a 38-14 win over the Centralia Orphans. The Salem native gets it done in Marion County tonight. Oh, they're going to kick a field goal. Or I should say attempt a field goal. Unbelievable. 29-yarder perhaps. This is going to be low. Doesn't quite have the distance. So with 32.7 seconds left, it'll be Ram football, 1st and 10 from their own 12. Need to be about 10 yards closer.
Rams looking to salvage something out of this game. See if they can put anything together. 32 seconds left. Not much time at all.
So just a hair under 33 seconds remain here in the quarter. 1st and 10 for the Rams from their own 12. 43-6 Cahokia. And you wonder if the Rams will try to get some youth experience here or if they will take a knee. And the formation does not suggest that. It will suggest a play. 1 left, 2 right, out of the gun for Leak, the quarterback. He'll command the offense. It'll be a handoff to Shelby, and he'll be pushed back behind the 20. I would imagine that'll be all she wrote.
Shelby, the ball carrier, he's stacked up.
So 13 seconds. Rams will come off the field. They will not take another play. And that'll do it for us in this part of the programming. We have your Schmidt Chevrolet Cadillac postgame show coming up. Final score here in Mount Vernon. The Cahokia Comanches 43, the Mount Vernon Rams 6. We'll have that postgame show following. This is Rams football powered by Community First Bank.
Hi, Roy Schmidt with King City Chrysler Center, Mount Vernon. Introducing Ram Power Days with huge savings on in-stock Ram trucks. Like on the 2018 Ram 1500 regular cab two-wheel drive Tradesman, MSRP is $31,380. Sale price is $23,999. That's a total savings of $7,381. Our 2018 Ram 1500 crew cab 4x4 Bighorn, MSRP is $48,960. A sale price of only $37,951. That's an astonishing $11,009 of savings. Or on the all-new 2019 Ram 1500 Crew Cab 4x4 Bighorn, with an MSRP of $51,580, it can be yours for just $40,999. If you have been waiting on buying your next Ram truck, don't wait any longer. The time to own is now. The double-digit savings is here during Ram Power Days, going on right now here at King City Chrysler Center, 603 Broadway in Mount Vernon.
This is Chase Landers with Landers Towing and Collision Centers in Mount Vernon and Salem, your iCar Gold Class collision repair experts. It doesn't matter if your ex-girlfriend took a Louisville Slugger to your driver's rearview mirror and door, your toddler decided to turn your interior into an art museum, or the husband backed over your neighbor's garbage cans this morning. We are fully equipped to get you back on the road faster, regardless of the damage. Trained iCar collision repair technicians, great relationships with insurance companies, courtesy loaner cars, and easy access to rentals are just a few at what make us the best at what we do. So if your buddy decides to Tommy Boy your truck door into a gas station pump, or attempt the infamous Kiki challenge at a high rate of speed, just remember, Landers Collision Centers is here to help. Big or small, we tow and fix them all. Just give us a call at 1-888-LANDERS. That's 1-888-LANDERS.
Stop in today at the Rinley College Golf Outlet for its going out of business sale. Save 25% off store-wide, including apparel, clubs, irons, and much more while supplies last. New store hours are 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Saturday and noon to 5 Sunday. All sales are final. No refunds, exchanges, or trade-ins. Visit the golf outlet located in the Renly College Marketplace, located just off Potomac Boulevard in Mount Vernon.
Hi, this is Jason Newell with Community First Bank. Farming is one of the most important industries in the Midwest and has been a way of life in Jefferson County for generations. We are committed to helping farmers, large and small, continue this tradition, even during tough times. We offer a variety of plans to fit any need, and our ag lending team is committed to providing a combination of competitive rates and quick decision making. Community First Bank, your trusted partner. Put our bank to work for you. Community First Bank, where local matters.
This is Mount Vernon Rams football from WMIX Sports. The Chevrolet Cadillac postgame show starts now.
AM 940, 96.5 FM, WMIXsports.com. This is your Schmidt Chevrolet Cadillac postgame show as the Rams stumble here at home tonight, 43-6 to the Cahokia Comanches. Comanches improved to 6-1. They're 4-0 in the South 7. The Rams dropped to 1-6. They are 0-4 in South 7 play. Schmidt Chevrolet Cadillac, 3423 Broadway, Mount Vernon, sponsors this post-game report. We'll have some stats coming your way in just a moment. First, we take a quick break. This is Rams football, powered by Community First Bank.
The Saturday morning sports clinic at Crossroads Community Hospital is the perfect way to get you back in the game faster and safer. Physician's assistant Jason Doris is there to treat any sports-related injuries using state-of-the-art on-site CTs, MRIs, X-rays, and more. And there's never an appointment necessary. Just walk in and get treated. That's every Saturday morning from 8 till 11 at Crossroads Community Hospital's main lobby. Crossroads Community Hospital, proud supporters of Southern Illinois high school athletics.
Stop in today at the Renly College Golf Outlet for its going out of business sale. Save 25% off store-wide, including apparel, clubs, irons, and much more while supplies last. New store hours are 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Saturday and noon to 5 Sunday. All sales are final. No refunds, exchanges, or trade-ins. Visit the golf outlet located in the Renly College Marketplace, located just off Potomac Boulevard in Mount Vernon.
Watch the Rams in stunning high definition at WMIXsports.com. Powered by Rend Lake College.
AM 940, 96.5 FM, WMIXsports.com. Chris Hugo, Doug Dunahee alongside for the Schmidt Chevrolet Cadillac postgame. 43-6 the final score. The Cahokia Comanches victorious tonight over your Mount Vernon Rams. And we have some stats that'll showcase the finality of this one.
A night and day difference for the Cahokia offense from first half to second half. The defense as well. Vincent Perry, not Vincent Perry-like in the first half, ended the game with 99 rushing yards, of course, unofficially. Had the 2 touchdowns. Malik Shaw ran for a totaled 1 yard after a couple big losses in the first, but did have the 3-yard rushing touchdowns. And then the underclassman Jones comes in late in the game, adds that big run, and ends with 74 yards on the ground. Passing for the Cahokia Comanches, of course, Malik Shaw was lights out most of the game, 131 yards. He did have that touchdown to Hudson for 14 receiving yards. Cortez Browns ends the night with 71 receiving. Conway adds 34 for the Comanches. Taking a look at the Mount Vernon Rams, again, night and day difference. The offense didn't score in the second half after that one touchdown between Leak and Span, the 40-yarder. So for Evan Leak, he was the rusher most of the game for the Mount Vernon Rams, starting at quarterback, of course. 128 yards he ended with unofficially, and that was it for the Rams. Shelby ended up with -3 yards. Eli Badger with -13 on the ground. Leak ended again with that 1 touchdown and 40 yards passing, and that included the 20-yard loss on the pass play to Eli Badger in the third quarter. Span ended with that 1 catch for 40 yards, Ware 6 yards, Malone 7 for the Rams. So again, not a solid second half for the Rams offense and not one for the defense as well. Cahokia showed why they are the best offense in the conference.
For Cahokia, they travel to Alsop next week, an Alsop team that, as of right now, is down 3 to Carbondale. Seeing if we have an update on that one yet. I've not seen one on the Twitterverse just yet. With about 10:37 left, Carbondale was on top, 24-21. Marion lost to Centralia, or Marion, sorry. Marion beat Centralia tonight, 38-14. Kerry Martin's 200th win. So Centralia will be coming in next week off a loss. And basically your standings right now, Cahokia is out in front at 4-0 in the South 7. Carbondale looks like they have a chance at 3-1. Marion is 3-1. Althoff 1-3 or 2-2 coming into Week 8. Centralia, of course, will be 1-3. The Rams will be 0-4 in conference play. So your Week 8 action in the South 7. Centralia comes to Ken Hunt Stadium next week for Pink Out Night. Carbondale will visit Marion, and Althoff will welcome Cahokia in the conference. Final score tonight, Cahokia 43, Mount Vernon 6. We take a break, come back, wrap it up with your 3 stars of the game. This is your Schmidt Chevrolet Cadillac postgame show, Rams football, powered by Community First Bank.
Here at Community First Bank, we're proud to make a difference in the community we serve. For us, it's not just strictly about financial goals. We measure our success by fulfilling our mission of caring for our customers and our community. We do that first, and all the other pieces fall into place. We care for our community, and they care for us. And as of the end of last year, we employ 44 local employees with 871 years of combined experience, all to serve you. Community First Bank, where local matters.
If you're looking for a new doctor, look no further than the new SSM Health Provider Finder. Search for physicians online based on conditions and treatments, name spellings and pronunciations, and locations near you. What's more, SSM Health doctors are known for taking the time to listen and connect with you. We call this the healing power of presence. You'll find this helpful tool at ssmhealth.com/doctors.
This is Mount Vernon Rams football from WMIX Sports. The 3 stars of the game are next.
AM 940, 96.5 FM, and WMIXsports.com. Chris Hugo with Doug Donahue alongside Mount Vernon Rams fall to Cahokia tonight. Final score here in the King City was 43-6. One final time on your Schmidt Chevrolet Cadillac postgame. We wrap it up with 3 stars the game. Number 3 star, the marching band. And people are probably thinking, Hugo, you're being a smart aleck. No, I'm really not. They were out here. They marched a couple of laps around the track, I guess, to get in rhythm with the drums. So give them credit. They're still out here. Normally they're here for the first half. They get everybody pepped up. And so number 3 star. Number 2 star, I think we agreed both that Malik Shaw, with his action tonight, his effort through the air, was our number 2 star of the game. And our number 1 star for the Mount Vernon Rams, Evan Leake.
Absolutely.
Another good night for Evan. Became the quarterback unsuspectingly became the quarterback, I guess we could say, here in 2018. Final thoughts, Doug Donahue?
I think Mount Vernon definitely showed up, of course, in the first half. A solid show against, as we've said many times, probably the best offense in the conference, and it got to them. It got to them late in the game, of course, having to fight so hard in that first half, and they just got worn down. Cahokia is, as always, a fast team, and it comes to show. I mean, you've got your second, third string guys in there. Coming in at running back, as we know, Jones, not the starter, comes in. He's a quick guy. And when you've got fresh guys like that coming into the game, it goes to show the depth of Cahokia and how worn out that the Mount Vernon Rams were in the second half. But excited for the Pink Out game next week against Centralia. Of course, that's always a fun game when you've got Rams versus Orphans.
Rams and Orphans next week. Pink Out, as Doug said, it'll be senior night here at Ken Hunt Stadium. Final home game of the year. Final video broadcast of the football season as well. And that'll do it for us tonight. That's our next Ram broadcast. 6:30 pregame next Friday night. We'll have the Saturday Sports Show tomorrow. We'll preview that Week 8 matchup tomorrow morning. For Doug Donahue, for Jeff Crow, for Brianna Sanders back at the Mount Vernon studio. For all of us at WMIX Sports, I'm Chris Hugo. Final score tonight, Cahokia 43, Mount Vernon 6. So long.